Alrighty, how are we doing today? I've been living at school these past couple weeks.
I know you have.
Yeah, I haven't been able to make any time to go to the gym with Mark. He's calling me, a couple times a week, and you just can't go late, I guess, because I get home pretty late. I could I'm open to going at like 9ish, but
I can go late depending on the day, but like most days I prefer later, like in the evening or even late at night. It's usually pretty busy there.
Yeah.
So if I ever have the option to go early afternoon when it's like dead, I'll take that chance. Like today I had a day off. I didn't have anything to do. So I went like late afternoon, early evening. I think I procrastinated some of my some of my schoolwork. Yeah, something's flickering.
Yeah, something's flickering and I have no idea what's
that light. One of those two
okay, you keep going.
Lights.
Check that out.
Yeah. So I don't really find myself ever in a situation where I want to go late, but yeah, that was that one. Yeah, it's flickering. Is that the max?
I believe so.
No, it's not.
No, it's good. Yep.
Sick. Anyways.
But yeah, so technically I could, but yeah, I was gonna. Technically I could go late. I just don't generally prefer it, and then sometimes I have like class in the morning, but yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know why I brought this up. This was...
It's okay.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, it looks like you wanted to keep a video to show us, or... Oh, is that for later?
No, I can play it now. Well, two things I just have to get off my chest real quickly. Number one, I went to the Pink Floyd exhibit finally.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that. I never actually commented on that. Yeah. How was that?
I went with my father. It was very cool. The way they basically had it laid out was it was like all of their albums had their own display or like section or exhibit or whatever. And it was really cool because like they gave you like, headphones and like a little thing to wear. And each display had like a TV monitor.
A lanyard?
Yeah, and I guess the thing you were wearing like had a sensor in it. So when you were standing in front of a TV, like it would start playing through the headphones.
Oh.
And then if you like walked away and went to another TV, that TV would still be playing, but it would stop playing in your headphones and the new one would start playing.
Would it like fade in? Fade in and fade out?
Yeah, like one of them would just kind of like stop as you walked away, and then if you walked to another one,
but it's not like a hard cut. It's like a fade.
Yeah, it was a little smooth.
So if you walked away and then walked back, you'd miss a section of the thing.
Yeah, the videos were on a loop. Like they were playing over and over again. Like you could stay
But you would cut into when the video...
Yeah, whatever
it
was in the middle of, when you walked up to it, it would like sort of just...
That's pretty cool.
Sink you into it. So it was really cool. I took some fun pictures. And they had some cool props and stuff. A lot of it was mostly just like instruments of theirs. But I was a fan of, specifically, they had a couple notebooks of Roger Waters, and it was like his handwritten lyrics and shit.
Wow.
Because they had one for Another Brick in the Wall, and it's like just seeing it like written down of like, I don't need no education, but like it's different than how the song is. So like you can tell it's like an earlier draft, and then because we talked about it a few weeks ago with the song lyric thing, but for the Wish You Were Here display they had another notebook, and it was the Have a Cigar lyrics written on the thing, and I'm like just fucking staring at it of like, come in here dear boy, have a cigar. I was like getting fucking chills and shit. It was
cool.
Fantastic. And then the other cool display was for The Wall, because The Wall, I'm sure we'll get into this one day, but The Wall is basically like they made a movie out of it, like to the album, and then there's the album itself, and the album is basically a story. It's supposed to be about Roger Waters, but the main character is named Pink, and he's like an artist that's kind of like struggling with his mental stability and like, relationship with the audience and all this stuff, which is why the album's called The Wall. And when they toured that album, fuck if I could go back in time, as they would do the album, they would bring out like, the album art for The Wall, like it's just the white bricks with the writing on it. They would bring out white bricks on the stage as the concert was going, and they would slowly like build a wall that when it gets to the song of, I think it's Goodbye Cruel World, the song, like when he finally sort of just in the story like cuts society off, the wall would be built and you wouldn't even fucking see the band anymore. Sometimes they would have things where they'd be on top of it, or they would maybe like pop out of it, but like that was it. And then the end of the album and the end of the concert, when they sort of like tear down the wall, they would just fucking knock it down and shit. Insane stage production. But so they had like some of the floats and like stuff from that like the teacher from Another Brick in the Wall, like that weird, creepy looking teacher. Like they had his big inflatable there and all that stuff. So it was very cool. Anyways, on a less serious note, recently I have become aware of something called Dracula Flow. Do you know what Dracula Flow is?
No.
Okay, so there's 3 of these videos. I'm going to show you at least part of one of them and just introduce them to you. I don't know if this is going to go over well. If it doesn't, I'm fucking cutting it.
Please don't tell me it's like a Dracula rapping or something.
No, what it is it's
Dracula's got crazy.
it's
Whoa.
some old man dressed up to kind of look like Dracula,
Okay.
but he's bald, so it looks like somebody just with a Sharpie drew on his head like
Okay.
Dracula's
Oh,
hair.
Okay.
And he's wearing sunglasses, and it's some old dude, and whoever made the video must have just like written down. I mean, you can see in the one I'm going to show you, like he's holding a phone with notes. And the person filming him laughs a lot more in this one, which I'm not crazy about, but some of the
Okay.
shit this old guy says, it's just all this random like nonsense. No, just random nonsense quotes. And I don't know why I saw it on some other podcast, and I don't know why I find it so funny, but I just wanted to regale you and the audience with Dracula Flow. This is Dracula Flow 3.
Look at that schnoz, huh? It's a big old.
This shit ain't nothing to me, man. I'm a dog. I'm biting the fart bubbles in the bath. We smoking symbiotes. Smoking that Whoopi Goldberg South Egyptian Fur Burger Deluxe Mega Million Scratcher Skunk Bubba Kush. We smoking Tone Beetle. I'm on 12 Vicodins smoking on Scooby-Doo dick. We smoking Sequoia Banshee boogers. We snorting that good Buffalo Soldier Tamarind Jordanian jibbies. They must have amnesia. They forgot that I'm him. That Burberry backwoods pack hitting that pussy smell like a Hellcat V8. We smoking shit in a glass pipe, blowing the Lord's bubbles. I'm sick in the head. I'm on them Broward County Tic Tacs. I'm on them Georgetown Geronimos. I'm on them Nashville Nibblers. I left my Margellas in the Benz truck. I'll have to stun on them next time. I don't give a fuck if I go blind. I don't need to see the price tag anyway.
Damn.
Jason Bourne, looking to beat the cum out of a thick, fresh oak. We smoking
All right.
I just
There's a lot of interesting things about the video. Like, why is the quality so bad? Why is it right up against his face? Why is he sweating profusely?
Yeah.
Why is the Sharpie so bad?
right.
It's like a really bad angle. Like they did it bad on
Yeah,
purpose.
like it's not centered in his head. Like it's
Yeah.
off a little bit.
I don't know if he made any other ethnic references, but he made 2 Middle Eastern ones.
Egyptian and Jordanian.
There you
That's
go.
right.
We smoking symbiotes.
Yeah, we were smoking symbiotes.
So, anyways,
No,
I
that
just-
that one line where he's like, it doesn't matter if I go blind. I don't need to see the price tag. That was crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Bars.
That was good.
Yeah, so anyways, sorry. I had to regale all of you with some Dracula Flow.
Mm.
All right.
Welcome back to episode 29 of Wildly Adequate, the show about anything, everything, and usually nothing. I am 1/3 of your hosting crew, Mr. Matthew Arson, and I am joined, as always,
By Patrick Fahim.
And Mark.
and we're blindfolded right now because Patrick's starting today, and God help us. Patrick, take it away.
Alrighty. So, the boys have been dreading this topic that I pitched to them probably about a month ago at this point. It's really just a silly concept. I have 6 different flavors of pizza.
That's so silly.
It feels, yeah. What were you commenting on?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, no. What I was going to say was it feels wrong to say flavors of pizza. How do you guys
Um,
say that?
Who describes it as flavors of pizza?
Kinds of pizza.
Yes.
Styles, kinds.
Kind, not styles.
Styles is kind of weirder than
No,
flavors, to be honest.
styles implies like there's Chicago, there's New York.
Oh,
New
that's
York.
right.
Sure,
That's
okay,
right. Okay,
fine.
okay. I take it back. It's not as weird. New York styles.
We have 6 types, 6 different flavors, bro. I don't think.
Can I ask a question
Yeah.
before? Where'd you? Are they all from one place? or
Yeah, they're all from
different
one place.
places?
They're from
okay.
Pizzaville.
For a
Oh,
second,
okay.
for
They're
a
all
second
from
I
pizza.
thought you were going to say, Mark, where do you get off?
Where do you get-
A quick question. Where do you get
Where
off?
the hell do you get up? No. So yeah, I have 6 different kinds of pizza. I'm gonna show the camera now. I have a box here. Camera.
Camera. Audience.
Audience.
This is for you, so you know what we're working with.
Rebel.
I smell a veggie pizza.
I was going to say, I smell some peppers.
Yeah. So currently what I have in front of me is a list of the order in which I'm going to give you guys the pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Each of you are going to have to, in each round, guess the type, or the flavor, the kind of pizza it is,
Mm-hmm.
and then give a rating on a scale of 1 to 10 on how much you enjoyed the flavor.
Oh, wonderful. So we're going to eat the slice straight up, right?
So wait, you want us to guess what it is and then rate it?
And then rate it.
Patrick, you haven't talked about the fact that they're fucking blended.
There's a huge ass blender in frame, but I guess you're
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Each pizza's gonna get blended. I'm sorry, Mark's right. I should have been more explicit about that.
No, please explain to the audience why it was necessary to do so.
Thank you. I really appreciate you bringing that up, Mark. In the beginning of this topic, when I introduced it, I said it was a silly idea, and that's precisely the reason why it's getting blended.
So it's just for goofs.
It's a goofy idea.
Okay.
We're just being goofy. Okay. Are you guys ready?
No.
Okay.
Sure.
I am going to start.
Here we
Audience. This is our first slice.
go. Blend
Both
that
cameras.
slice.
You didn't blend anything yet, right?
I didn't blend nothing yet.
I feel like I would have heard it. So
You would have heard
What am I
it,
touching?
yes. You're gonna understand.
what am I touching?
What are you touching?
Oh, chords.
The recorder.
Our live studio audience is going to say,
I forgot
blend
to bring the
that
knife upstairs,
slice.
And I regret it now.
No
What?
knife.
They're watching me like cut this pizza with my hands. Jesus.
Why?
Now, did you just get individual slices? Is what
Yeah,
you
I
did?
got individual
Okay.
slices.
I was gonna say it would have been a waste to
Did
get a whole-
Pizzaville think it was weird that you came in and were like, yeah, could I get a cheese, a pepperoni, a meat lovers, a Hawaiian?
He actually invited it. He embraced it.
Getting one of each?
Yeah.
When did you acquire these slices?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
They're fresh. They're fresh.
Okay.
I got them
I was
today.
going to say, it matters a little to me. If you were like,
Okay.
yeah, I got them a week
You
ago.
left them out last night.
Round 1.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
that just sounds...
Oh, Lord.
I can feel that blender struggling.
The blender's like, what is this? what did you put in me?
The blender's like, this isn't fruit or like ice or anything.
Oh, God.
This is just solid matter.
Okay.
Is it blending somewhat well? That's it?
Round 1.
You blended it for like 2 seconds, that's it?
That's it, bro. The blender's strong.
How fine is it?
It's chunky, like I told Mark.
Ah.
It's chunks.
So like
God.
not spaghetti. You would say more of like a ravioli, perhaps. What is that?
You need your spoon. Stop.
Oh,
Yeah,
did you
but
put-
why
did you
did
put
you
my-
you made a noise like
You got it on his hand, probably.
Oh, can I eat now?
Wait, you have to wait for Mark.
Oh, okay, I'm waiting. I have my bowl though. I feel like a child with my bowl. This is one of the biggest spoons I've ever held. That's
Is it a
not. That's
ladle?
not like a. Yeah, it's almost like a ladle, but I know it's
Yeah.
supposed to be a
Am
spoon.
I good?
This is
Just in front of You
gigantic.
got your spoons in your bowl.
Okay, can I
Okay, you
eat
guys
now?
can go ahead and try that while I get ready for the
I
next
can't find
one.
the spoon. This one?
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not going to be able to pick anything up. How big is the bowl here?
You got something. You have something in your. You have something.
There? Like that?
Yeah, you have something. Okay. We need guesses when you guys are ready and a rating, and I'm gonna record everything you say.
It's not bad, huh?
Really? Okay.
Could be a little hotter.
I have a spoon. I thought you had a fork. Oh, no. Is that all I got?
That's all you got. You want more? No, you have more in there. You have
I do?
more in there.
Just gonna grab it with my hand. I'm so sorry.
He's so smart.
Can you give me a napkin, please?
A napkin?
Mhm.
Oh, I did not think this entirely through. I'll get you a napkin in just a second.
It's my fault.
Hmm.
It's on me, baby.
Okay, do we have guesses? Do we have ratings? Like,
Okay, I'll start.
I think I know what this is, but I forget what you would call it.
Can I start, Patrick?
yes, you can.
But I don't want to say and then Maddie copies.
Okay, Matthew, you have to like, lock in before he goes. Here's your napkin.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
I'm just kidding. I'm sure Maddie knows. To me, it's just like a veggie pizza.
Interesting.
So I feel like that was a pepper on there, maybe even a mushroom that I just kind of like didn't feel. That got blended up pretty smooth. It was pretty tasty. I mean, are we supposed to be rating that form? Like what I just like or am I judging like that flavor of pizza generally?
Just what the flavor you tasted.
The flavor I tasted,
the form.
The flavor I tasted was like like a 6. It was alright.
Okay.
It was
Matthew?
decent.
I agree on the 6. I'm still trying to figure out what would like other kinds of pizza be.
No hints.
What do you mean? What would other kinds of? You're the pizza man.
Maddie, you know,
I
like,
know, but
you
I'm
know,
like
you know,
drawing a blank on like.
you know the classic types. I mean, there's I'm not even gonna say.
I'm also trying to forget like what's on like a Canadian
Yeah.
or like a
I'll give him a countdown.
Well,
here.
I didn't get.
Canadians have vegetables on them.
That's what I'm thinking. But do Canadians also have meat? Is what I'm trying.
Are we gonna give him all the answers here?
Because I didn't get meat on that, so
sorry.
I'm gonna go. I got nothing other than veggie, so I'm gonna go with veggie with Mark on that one.
And 6.
Yeah,
Okay, so we're in complete agreement.
we're in agreement on that one. We did good.
Okay,
High
now
five.
I'm going to confess to the audience that I could not think of a great way of cleaning the blender between ones. So
you're not.
no, I am. I
Oh.
am like scrubbing it with wipes with tissue paper
Right.
to get as much of like the previous slice out. So I'm gonna
Right.
put a next slice. Hopefully, none of the other previous one bleeds in.
Right.
Okay, you guys ready for round 2?
Yep.
I'm just getting
Okay.
water here.
All right, round 2. Audience,
Blend
here for
that
round 2. I'm just
slice.
showing the audience for round 2.
No one spoil anything.
I gotta say, this isn't as bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good, huh?
This isn't as bad as I thought it was going to
'Cause
be.
it's not liquid.
Because I thought it was just gonna be like soupy, like mushy pizza.
Yeah.
However, I will say it's definitely the most like.
the worst way I've ever tried
It's
pizza.
the worst way to eat pizza. Blend it up.
But that's a testament to pizza because it's still pretty good.
It's still pretty good. Hey, it's like we say, even bad pizza is still pretty good pizza.
That's right. Well, there's actually a saying about something else.
Is it about? Is it about the beaver?
All right, we're ready for round 2. I'm gonna cut the sex talk now.
Where did I put my water bottle? Oh, there it goes.
Oh shit, Patrick! I think you threw a rock in there.
Sorry.
I think you threw a rock in there.
Sorry.
I think you accidentally threw a rock in there.
Shut
I don't know, messed
You
up.
interrupted me for that
I'm sorry, go ahead.
remark. Okay.
This is riveting.
Blender
podcast.
This is riveting podcasting.
Just
content.
blending.
Alrighty.
He goes, ah!
You just feel something hit your face.
Splatter.
Just blood. Can I have some more,
Mark, can you pass your plate to me?
I'm blind, dude.
Yeah, there you
Is
go.
it in my bowl?
Oh, yeah. It is in your bowl.
Don't eat yet.
Yeah, wait, don't eat yet. Mark, you still have some from the previous flavor. I gotta take it out.
You just take it out.
Can I? I'm smelling mine. Is that cheating?
No.
No, I don't think so.
I'll smell mine when
There
I
you
get
go.
it.
See, I think I'm still getting mostly veggies from the last one.
No,
Unless
no,
it's
no.
more veggies.
Yours is just the new flavor.
Okay, ready?
But I mean, like, because it was in this bowl.
Oh.
Can we start?
Yeah, you guys can start.
Oh, I think. Wait a minute.
Oh my goodness.
It's pretty good, actually.
I can't tell if I'm getting schmeat.
I have my answer.
Shoot.
I believe
Yeah.
that's a Canadian slice,
I'm going Canadian 6.
Really?
and I'm gonna go.
You're locked in, Matt?
Yep.
I like the meaty. I think there's like a ham flavor in there. There's the veg. I'm gonna go 7. I like that one a little bit more. I like the flavors. I like the meat flavor. I'm gonna have some more.
So what was your guess?
Canadian.
Canadian.
Oh, same as Matthew.
There's pepper in there.
Yeah, there's definitely
so-
more veggies in that.
Okay.
And if you want to play at home,
Don't.
throw a fucking pizza pie in a blender. Don't. Throw a pizza pie in a blender.
Yeah, Mark, I need
And
to
eat
clear
that
your
shit
plate.
up.
Matthew's consistently clearing his plate, and you're leaving bare.
Bro, I'm trying to eat it. I like it.
You're leaving bare stuff behind. Them.
Where's my napkin at?
I don't know.
Would you take it away from me?
I did.
I don't
I
think
did
I
not.
don't think he actually gave you one.
I did.
Yes, he
Oh, you
did.
did?
I literally handed.
What do you
it.
think? I'm deluge?
Here. I'll give you a next napkin. Just take
The fuck
this.
am I holding?
I thought you asked for one. He was just like, yeah, and then he never brought it.
Here. Okay, round 3.
How many rounds did you say there were?
There's 6 rounds.
Okay,
Round 3,
okay.
audience, take a look. See. This
Blend
one's already
that
mangled 'cause
slice.
I used this slice to test the blender out, so that's why this one's already kind of mangled.
I have a new idea,
What's your
and I'm not implying that Matty or I are copying each other. But what if we did a 3, 2, 1, yell out loud what we think, just so we don't like influence each other at all?
Sure. Damn, I forgot to clear the current blender.
That's okay. Okay. Oh. Oh, we're filling time. Oh, we're filling
Yeah,
time.
let's
oh,
riff
we're
a little
filling
bit.
time. Oh.
Is there still pizza in my bowl?
There's no pizza in your bowl.
Okay.
Riff a little bit.
So the creator comes out imminently.
Oh, yeah,
At
that
the time of recording. I am excited. I would like to go see it.
Me too.
And in fact, I think we will.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. It's
yeah,
almost Halloween.
It is almost Halloween. I've been seeing a lot of Instagram edits, just Halloween edits, fall edits with different nifty indie music playing. I'm really excited to watch Halloween movies. I'm excited to watch Coraline again.
Spider-Man 2's imminent.
Oh, like the video game. That's right. I don't think I'm going to get it. Like, not right away, at least. I'm going to play it eventually, of course. But I'm not going to pay full price for it, to be honest. I know this sounds insane, but there's a new UFC game coming out. And I really want to just play that. And my birthday's coming up, so if I happen to get PlayStation cards, hint, I might use them on that.
Hint.
Because to me, there's so many single-player games that I have on backlog. Like, literally a dozen at least. So I'm not in a rush to play the Spider-Man game. The UFC game is like, I'm a big fan of UFC. I played UFC 4. It's just a fun, like casual game when I'm not doing anything. If I'm listening to...
I'm cutting you off now.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Round 3.
No, fuck me, right?
round 3. Okay, audience, just a reminder, round 3 is going to be this slice.
Blend that slice.
Trying to find my water.
Oh, we never... I forgot to bring
Bro,
up
we need a crew. We need like a
crew.
Yeah, we need some kind of crew.
We need a production assistant.
Production crew, yeah.
I forgot to bring up the Xbox leaks that came out
What Xbox?
recently.
Well, no one's going to hear you in about a second.
Okay,
So.
well, I'll save it.
Don't bother.
Don't bother. Oh, bother, as Winnie the Pooh would say.
Never watched them.
Yeah, I was never a big Winnie the Pooh guy. I was just like, he's a half-naked bear. What do you fucking...
Yeah.
He likes honey.
Yeah, he's a pervert. He doesn't have pants on.
He's a pervert. I will say, though, I like referring to myself as Winnie the Poohing it if I'm walking around in a
Believe
t-shirt
it or
and
not,
butt-ass naked.
Boys, believe it or not, I'm having trouble blending.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what's...
You know what,
We got a
Patrick?
meaty boy in there,
I
huh?
can't believe it.
We got a meat lover in there, huh?
I like how Patrick's like, believe it or not, this solid matter isn't blending.
Hold on, it was blending.
It's like, you know what? I can believe it.
Matty, you know that shit's chock full of sausage
Some
and
sauce.
Woo! All right, that's as blended as it's gonna get.
Guess what this cheese
got
sauce
barely
is made
blended.
out of?
sauce.
Sauce. That's right, it's cheese.
Blended, bro. What the heck?
Just give me the straight. Just give me the straight slice.
Give us the slice.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh my
Oh,
God, that
God.
was so loud.
Okay. Now it's blended. Okay, now
Great.
it's-
I'm so excited. Where's oh, there it is. Can I eat now?
I didn't give you anything yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You
I'm
guys,
just
you guys seen Cat in the Hat?
The Mike Myers one?
Yeah.
As a kid, yes,
It's
but
actually
it's
pretty
been
funny.
so long that I forget like 90% of it.
Oh, you watched it with Vanya and it was hilarious. There's this scene where he's like on a fake talk show, like a fake cooking show, and he's like, he looks over to the guy who's like the host or whatever. The cook looks over to the host and he goes like the host says something that's like wrong, and he goes, "You're not." He's like, "Not only are you wrong, but you're stupid and you're ugly, like your mother."
All right, you guys can eat.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, baby. All right.
What do you think it is?
That's Meat Lovers. And that's Meat Lovers. I taste a shit ton of meat in my mouth. I taste some sausage. I taste some pepperoni. And it's pretty good. And I'm gonna give it a solid 7 as well, just like the Canadian.
Yeah, definitely meat lovers. The only thing is like, if this were a fresh, hot slice, easy 9. But
Yeah.
because it's like mush and a little cold, that's gonna bring it down to at least an 8. So I'm gonna say 8 on the meat lovers.
Wow, confidence. So Maddie thinks meat lovers 8. Mark?
Shit.
Meat Lovers 7.
Really?
Oh, I felt something hit my dick. Oh, there it is. Did I eat all of mine, Patrick?
No, but
Did I get mine?
I can deal with it.
I got mine, didn't I?
You got pretty much all of
Let's go, baby.
Oh. Goodness gracious.
Matter, we gotta diverge at some point because we're gonna just get tied.
Oh my God, Mark, you've made such a mess in front of you.
Really?
There's so much crumbs in front of you. They're
Am I
chunks,
filthy?
not crumbs.
That's the game, baby.
Is there pizza in my beard?
Alrighty, you guys riff while I get round 4 set up.
So there's Xbox leaks.
Xbox.
So they're in the middle of like basically completing their $69 billion purchase of Activision.
Wait.
Some idiot.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, the
developer?
Call of Duty devs. Some idiot somewhere, the poor bastard, accidentally like attached a bunch of documents that like because they've been doing all this like court stuff and it leaked and it's all these Xbox documents talking like one of them was like talking about their like release schedule for the next couple years and clearly it's out of date because they had Starfield on it launching in like 2022 but obviously it just came out like this year but there's some interesting stuff on there that like I don't know if it's all still gonna come but some of it I hope comes like apparently they want to do a remaster of Oblivion which was the Elder Scrolls before Skyrim, which I don't give a shit about that. But the 2 games on there that pegged, or 3 games on there, I should say, that pegged my interest was a third Doom.
I think it's peaked.
Piqued my interest. There we go. A third Doom, a remaster of Fallout 3.
Oh, cool.
And even though I haven't played the second one yet, a third Dishonored.
Oh, wow. I love that. I can't wait for that, but it's gonna be Xbox exclusive though, huh?
Almost certainly, which is sad.
That's ridiculous though, because there's so many people who played the first 2 on PlayStation.
I know.
So it's just kind of splitting the base, and who's gonna buy? I love Dishonored; it's one of my favorite
Alrighty.
couple
Sorry to
games.
cut you
But
guys
who's
off.
gonna buy a
Damn
game
it.
Dishonored 3? You know, for the place. Who's gonna buy an Xbox for Dishonored 3?
Right.
Sorry to cut you guys off, but we're ready for round 4.
Okay.
Audience, the round 4 slice.
Blend.
The round 4
that.
slice is as follows. Slice.
I don't know where I put my bowl. Oh, there it is. I found it. Haha.
Blend it up.
So gross, bro. The audience is gonna be like, "Yo, this guy's so gross. He should have got a knife." I'm literally cutting this up with my hand.
I can't wait to edit this footage later and be disgusted by you.
Bro, I just want to be done with this and then have a slice.
Yeah, you can have a mangled up slice.
Oh, great.
Okay. Oh, also,
Yep.
in post, you gotta put up the flavors before each. Like I'm showing the camera, so you better put up the flavors for.
Can't they tell what it
Well,
is
just
based on?
define it.
Okay,
I don't know.
sure. Sure.
Just define it, my guy.
All right.
All right, let's get. I wonder what you guys are gonna say for this one, because it's gonna be a little interesting, in my opinion. Okay.
Dude, you dropped a tooth in there. Be honest.
A tooth?
Yeah, you dropped something hard in there.
There's a bone in there.
It's definitely it's bone in. Is this pizza bone in?
Oh my god, that's the grossest thing I've ever thought of. Bone-in pizza.
Disgusting.
Imagine eating a pizza slice, but like through the dough was like a rib bone.
Oh,
Ah,
no.
that's abhorrent.
All right, you got.
God
You guys
damn
go crazy.
it. I'm angry that I thought about that. Oh, there's my bowl.
How?
Interesting smell. Patrick dollars to donuts. That's a slice of pepperoni.
And that is pepperoni. I was thinking the same exact thing. As soon as I tasted it, the pepperoni came through.
Pepperoni at 7, please.
I'll take pepperoni for 500. I'm gonna do. I'm so gross just eating with my hands. I'm sorry. Yeah,
No wonder there's crumbs everywhere.
6.5.
Real 6.5?
Yeah, I mean I love pepperoni, but the complexity of a Canadian or a meat lovers, I don't know. It depends. If it's like really really good wood oven pizza or some shit, I feel like I'd like pepperoni the most because it's simple and whatever. But like when it comes to the lower level stuff, I think I'd like some extra flavoring in there.
So you guys have both been like equivalent to what you're saying.
Yeah.
Mark said 6.5, and Matthew, on a scale of 1 to 10, you said what?
7.
7.
And we both said pepperoni.
Interesting.
Patrick, I have to ask you a question.
Yes.
Can I duplicate answers?
What does that mean?
Like, can I guess the same pizza twice?
Sure.
I think you should be able to do that.
I'm changing mine
He
to
shouldn't?
meat lovers.
Okay.
He shouldn't be able to do that, Mark, or he?
No, he should.
Yeah.
I'm changing mine to meat lovers. I want a second meat lovers guess.
Okay.
I'm getting wild.
Do you want to change? Do you want the option to change your P3, your third slice?
Let's make that pepperoni.
Okay.
Although that one tasted so fucking meat lovers-y. But I thought I got something in this one that made me think meat lovers.
Okay, what's your final answer, bro? Because I'm writing in pen.
You know what? I'm going to say the previous one, let's keep that at meat lovers, and let's keep this one at pepperoni.
I already You son of a...
But so now we're just identical again, huh?
Yeah,
we're just
back
identical
there.
again.
I talked myself out of it.
Okay, so you're saying this one was meat lovers and this one's pep. Okay.
Mhm.
Are you... Okay, you know what? That's it. It's locked in. I'm not going to let you change
How
it.
many more rounds? 2?
There's 2 more rounds left, yeah. Okay, you guys can riff again?
So anyways,
What was I saying? Oh, yeah.
the Xbox shit, and yeah, Dishonored 3 and all that.
Yeah.
But the biggest news that came out was it's an email from like 2020 or something where fucking Phil Spencer, this maniac who runs Xbox, is talking, and he's like, so this was before they even bought Bethesda, and in his email he's writing and he's like, yeah, like we're kind of in talks right now to get Bethesda, and like we also think getting Warner Brothers would be interesting, which
What?
would be like Rocksteady and like some of those, like the Arkham Knight or the Arkham Games studio and like this whatever studio that just did the Hogwarts Legacy. But they reference in the email that the problem is they won't get any of the IP because it's all Warner Brothers own shit. So they might get the teams, but not like, you know, fucking Batman and Harry Potter. And so obviously they bought Bethesda, but like reading that email, it's like, yeah, like we're kind of working on Bethesda and Warner Brothers, and maybe we'll get both. But the motherfucker talks about where he's like, what I think would be best for both companies and what would be a career moment would be if Microsoft acquired Nintendo.
Whoa. Okay, we're going to settle on that point. Round 5, audience. Round 5. Here it is, round 5. Both cams. So you can see, I think this is going to be... Actually, I'm not going to say anything.
When that.
That should be ample.
Is it weird that I know which one this is going to be before you even do it?
Guess. Call it.
Can I call it now?
Yeah, call it now.
Well, I'm not going to lock in my answer,
Okay.
but I believe it. I'm not going to say anything.
At some point, Hawaiian's
Oh,
got to be on here.
That's what I was going to say. But also, we're going to do the 3, 2, 1 countdown next time. Let's just throw it out there.
Okay.
We got to be getting close to Hawaiian.
Jesus, the table's moving.
I know, I moved the table.
Blender's really fighting for its life.
Sounds like it has a sore throat.
Hold on, I gotta push the slice down a couple times.
The blender's congested.
The blender's
Got mad
having a hard time, boys. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Did
Put
you
them
sharpen
firm.
the blades
I did
before? Well, there's your problem.
Who sharpens the blades of blenders? you fool?
Every time I use my blender, I sharpen it.
Every single time.
I've never used a blender before, so.
Alrighty, boys, you ready?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, here we go.
Oh, found it.
Don't eat yet, Matty.
Oh.
Wait, don't say anything.
Is there anything in my bowl?
Hold up. No, there's nothing in your bowl yet.
Is something,
Oh.
is something in my bowl?
I need to blend it one more time.
Okay.
There's something in my bowl?
There's nothing in your bowl. There's nothing in any bowl. I'm just gonna...
What about my bowl?
Now, what about my bowl?
Okay, that should be...
That should be it.
That should be it.
We're gonna take these blindfolds off, and then I'm gonna be blind.
The light's just gonna be like a flashbang.
Oh, you still
Flash
have some
bang.
You still have some leftover from your last pizza, Matt. So you just try and get that top chunk of your can. Just so it doesn't...
Matt, don't say anything, alright?
Okay, yours is in 2, Mark. Try and get that top chunk, like I said.
Like this?
Oh, yeah, like that. You're just... Have you been going with your hands every single time from
Basically.
since when? What are we thinking, boys?
Wait a minute. We're gonna do a countdown though.
I need time to think. This one is stumping me.
Really? That doesn't really... Really? Okay.
Did I get all mine, Patrick?
Let me see. Yeah, you get it. You want more?
Maybe after. All right.
I'm ready to guess.
You
Myself.
guys are free to go whenever you're ready.
We'll just do a countdown.
You want me to count you down?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Hawaiian.
Pineapple. Yeah, Hawaiian.
Really? Okay, let's get some ratings.
Honestly, didn't like it as much as the other ones. I don't know if it's because I feel like the reason I like Hawaiian is also because of the crunch of the pineapple, and I feel like I didn't get that because it got blended pretty smoothly. But I'll go 6'5".
6'5".
You as well?
Yes, sir. You
All
know
right,
what?
you guys
I'll
can-
bump it to a 7.
Really? If you think it's Hawaiian, you're giving it a 7?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys can keep riffing about Microsoft.
I don't like Hawaiian, but yeah. So this fucking Microsoft thing. Here's the thing. Before Microsoft even made the Xbox, like in the late 90s, they went to Japan and went to Nintendo and were like, hey, we'd like to buy Nintendo and like own you guys. And apparently, as the story goes, the Microsoft like people who went to Japan were like laughed out of the fucking room, where Nintendo was like, get out of here, what are you talking about? The fact that Phil Spencer had it in his head at one point in time that they could get away with buying one of the other big three is insanity to me.
I'm sorry, I was drinking
I was
water.
gonna say that I picked a bad time to pause
I was
because you
just
were
passed out.
drinking.
I was sleeping.
You were just dead.
Oh shit! Sorry, I was asleep. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean,
You don't have to give it. I know you're struggling to find a response, Mark. You don't have to give one. We're on our last round.
Perfect.
Okay, audience.
What's even left, Matty? Is
Final
that what
round.
you're thinking? That's what I'm thinking. What's even left?
Well, if it's
Well, don't-
Canadian pepperoni,
don't
meat lovers.
tell me. I don't want to even know.
We did veggie Hawaiian maybe.
Yeah.
So we've got. I guess there's some options.
trying to avoid getting a crust.
Oh my god.
But it depends if Patrick did some weird shit, like
true.
if he went with like fucking anchovies or something. Which actually, I'm not gonna lie, I just said that like in a bad way. I tried an anchovy slice of pizza one time.
Good, huh?
Really fucking good. It was like
But
having
that's-
sardines on a pizza.
yeah,
I
it's got-
loved it.
It's got that fishy saltiness. That's really.
It was delicious. So you know what? I take it back, anchovies. I love you.
All right. Oh God, your plate is full, Matthew.
Oh, is it? Do you want to just pour it into my mouth like a trough?
No, it's okay. We're good.
Okay.
Mark, your plate is. We could get those crumbs out of the way.
Oh, there's nothing in mine yet. I will await.
Alrighty, Mark,
Let's
every
slice
time
them.
I look back at your mess, I'm like,
It just
Oh,
grows.
sorry.
It's getting bigger.
it's like, is there a child eating here? No, to be fair, you have the blindfold on, so. Okay, I'm going to blend it up now.
It's blending. It's blending.
Oh, the crust is what's making that noise, huh?
This one doesn't have any crust.
I was gonna say I can't believe. Have you been including the
Oh.
crust this whole
Only
time?
on some of them. Only on some of
'Cause I
them.
was gonna say like that
Interesting.
crust. A, that doesn't necessarily matter, and B, it also would make it way harder to blend.
Yeah. Okay.
What is he gonna throw us
Going.
I think I might know.
for the last one? Is there? Oh, I touched pizza. Can I consume now?
You can consume
Me
that.
too.
No.
Bro, hurry up.
You can consume that.
Need it now?
Oh yes, this was tiring. Holy boys. I'm gonna go ahead and get the blender out of the shot.
Whoa.
Got it.
Don't say anything yet. Okay, Patrick, give us a countdown. Shit.
Hold on. I'm literally blocking the shot right now. Jesus.
Sick. Well, thankfully we have 2 cameras.
All right.
Okay, give us a countdown.
Holy. Ready. 3, 2, 1.
Cheese
7 and 5.
for 8, please.
All right, can we take our headphones off?
Wait,
Or-
wait.
or
Wait. Oh, okay. Hold on.
cheese 7-5 for me. Cheese 8 for him. So we've agreed on every single one.
Mm-hmm.
Can we take our blindfolds off, please?
Wait. So hold on. You guys both guessed Hawaiian for the other one.
Yeah.
And what were your ratings? Sorry, because I forgot.
For
to mark that
Hawaiian, I
down,
put
yeah.
I think 7. What did I?
I
don't
think
fucking
Mark
know,
was
dude.
6'5" and I was 7.
Yeah, he's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Can we take
Okay,
our
you
blindfolds
guys
off?
can take your blindfolds off
Oh,
now.
Oh my
goodness.
god.
Jesus.
Oh,
How do you guys feel?
Like I've been interrogated by the CIA for an hour.
Bro, there's nothing left?
No, I just put the box to the side.
Okay, I might have to chew on some stuff after.
Oh, good lord.
Okay, so
All right, take us through the results.
audience, we're gonna go through. I mean, you guys by now
I
know.
think we nailed it.
You guys by now know what they guessed because Matthew in post put up the flavor. Sorry, I moved that.
No, I know you moved it, but it was
Yeah.
like stuck for a second.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Is it gross that I'm eating
Okay,
off the
so
table?
for pizza number 1,
Mm-hmm.
you both guessed veggie, and you guys were correct.
Is there like
Let's
should I
go.
switch my pepperoni meat lovers one just to make it interesting, or does it not matter?
Doesn't matter.
If you want to, it's
Okay,
fine.
then I'm fine. You know, because I think it's honestly, if Mark and I can ace this, I think that's better than like
Yeah,
winning or losing. You know.
we can shake hands at the end.
So,
of it.
anyways, veggie, you said.
And we were right.
I'm gonna give you. So you're saying you're saying you want to switch it?
No.
No, I want to
Oh,
leave it.
you
'cause
wanna
I'm
leave it.
saying I
That's
think
your
Mark
final-
and I.
okay.
Yeah, I think Mark and I being in agreement is a sign that we crushed it.
Okay, so you both said veggie.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I'm sorry, Patrick. Can you bring it out? Can I eat? Can I eat while you're announcing?
Okay.
Thanks. Kind of
They're all mangled up.
It's okay. That's actually pretty good.
There's crumbs all over your floor, dude.
I know. We're gonna have to vacuum. Yes.
Oh, dude, there's some good slices there.
There's a lot of.
Can you pass me just a slice?
Is that broccoli on the veggie?
No.
Oh, it's just some
Dude,
other
this
green
is a
shit.
full-on Hawaiian. Love it.
Look at that mangled slice. Goodness, it looks like somebody took those slices out back. So, anyways, veggie crushed it.
Anyways, yeah, veggie crushed it.
So 1 for 6.
Pizza number 2, you guys both guessed Canadian. The answer was barbecue chicken.
Damn.
You guys, so Mark gave a 7 in his enjoyment. Is that sort of consistent with what you usually think of barbecue chicken?
I mean, if I eat an actual barbecue chicken slice, it's like an 8.5.
Really? Okay, fair enough. Third, you guys both guessed meat lovers.
Mm-hmm.
The correct answer was pepperoni.
God damn it! I was gonna
No!
switch them. Fuck.
Fourth,
It tasted so sausagey to me.
That's what I thought. But you know what it was? When I said in the second one, when I was like, wait a minute, I got something in there that makes me think it's meat lovers. I should have just gone with my instincts. Fuck.
yeah, it was your unconscious telling you, like, we've had this a million times before.
We know what this is.
We know what this is. Pizza slice number 4, you guys both guessed pepperoni. The answer was meat lovers.
Motherfucker. So basically, we're 1-1 right now, or we're 1 out of 4.
Yeah, 1 out
But
of
I
4.
could have been 3 out of 4.
could've been 3
God
out of 4.
damn it.
You could have been 3. That's 75% accuracy. Pizza number 5, Hawaiian, you guys both got correct.
Sick.
And cheese, you guys both got correct. Matthew,
yes.
you could have
God
almost
damn it! I
sweeped
could
it.
have aced it.
You could have almost
Ah,
sweeped it,
should've
bro.
just switched it.
That's very unfortunate. But
Oh,
yeah,
well.
that's the topic.
And
I'm
that's
really
blended
tired.
pizza. You're tired?
Yeah, I
From
was
what?
like cleaning the blender, and I was like, bro,
Bro, I'm gonna eat so much of that.
I
after.
can't wait to watch the footage.
Yeah, I watched it's gonna be so weird because like you'll see me huddled in the corner like for like between takes and
Great,
stuff.
great. Well, anyways.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for watching that, guys. Hope you enjoyed it.
So for my topic today, gentlemen, I've got a discussion of sorts. That'll be very lighthearted. I wanted to talk to you two while Patrick burps his fucking entire intestine out.
I didn't have a single slice of pizza.
Yeah, you didn't eat any
I
of
ate
that.
like 3.
I want to talk about the MCU.
I'm sorry. I need more.
He stole
All right.
it. Whoa. Was thinking about it, and I was like, let's check in with the fellas on the MCU. Figured we'd talk about our favorite
I don't want any more.
movies,
Take it.
our
Oh,
favorite
I got one.
moments,
We're listening. Sorry. Yeah.
where we think we're at now, where you're at now. With
I
the
don't keep up with the
MCU.
MCU anymore.
Well, this is
I
what I
will s-
want to get into about where you're at, where the MCU itself is at,
where it lost me.
You know,
I'll tell you where it lost me.
and all
yeah.
this stuff.
Here's what I'm gonna say about the MCU. What if I just started like repeating and I just got stuck?
I thought you were about to start seizing. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And that's all he has to say.
The thing about the MCU to me is that like I can't tell if it's just a symptom of my age. Maybe it's because when I grew up watching, you know, Iron Man and even the Incredible Hulk and all those movies when I was like 9 or 8 years old. I don't know if it's because of me being an adult now or something, but I just don't enjoy it as much as I used to. I don't know if the quality of the movies have declined or like I said, if it's just because of age. I think the last one that I actually watched, what was the last time that we watched together? Probably Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Guardians
I'm gonna go
3.
ahead and say what you're saying doesn't really make a lot of sense because adults and the children alike enjoy those movies,
I understand that, but to me it's
and
like
children alike.
But I wonder how much a role nostalgia plays in me enjoying those old movies.
Nostalgia only kicks in the present day.
I'm saying I'm nostalgic about the first Iron Man, about those movies.
Yeah.
I don't know if that nostalgia
No, but
is making them seem better than they actually are because I haven't seen them since I was like a kid. That's what I'm saying.
okay.
So if, for example, the
aren't
first
those
Iron
movies critically acclaimed?
some of them.
So you can rest assured that they're pretty quality. No.
Yeah, but to me it's like if I watch if for example, the first Iron Man, the first Captain America, the first Thor, if they came out now, and some of the newer Marvel movies came out when I was a kid, I wonder how I'd like them then. Because maybe because I'm a kid, I'm watching them growing up, and I have more of a fondness towards, for example, when I watched Thor Ragnarok or Love and Thunder when I was 8, for example. I wonder how it would.
When you were 8.
I'm setting a hypothetical where if they came out before. Are you not listening at all?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I wanted to jump in and say the backwash in this water is crazy from you, bro. That's what I was thinking.
I'm just
about.
fucking like half of it and then dumping the rest.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Sorry, go on.
So yeah, I don't know. To me, it's like I wonder how much of a role nostalgia plays. But I love those original Marvel movies. I love Iron Man, even all the Captain America movies. I love, and I kind of wish that I was still into it because it feels like there's been a fall from grace for me. I don't know if that's actually like a universal feeling. I think a lot of people feel that way. I just don't know if again how we've aged with the MCU has anything to do with that, or if literally the quality of the movies are not as good anymore.
Here's what I'm gonna put forth. In the run before Infinity War and Endgame, I was invested in each movie. And here's one layer of it that I'm going to try and speculate, or that I'm going to speculate with right now. I think an aspect is that the frequency in which movies came out before Infinity War and Endgame is lower.
Now it's too high.
Now it's too high. Now they're spitting them out left,
right,
and center. Yeah, there's a lot to keep up with. But yeah, before it was lower frequency and it was one coherent timeline. Like, it was all building to one thing, even though we were being introduced to different sort of characters, and then we had Civil War, Age of Ultron. Am I correct in saying it was all building to one thing? There was one goal, whereas now the movies are kind of branching out in all these different directions. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're gonna come back together, but it just seems like it's just going all over the place.
I think that's what apparently their plan is. I know they're supposed to do like, Young Avengers or whatever, New Avengers, whatever the fuck it's called. I'm sure Matty knows about it and he can speak to that. But to me, it's like, I think the focus has been lost, and that's in part due to the fact that there's like so many shows. There's like 7 shows coming out. I haven't watched any of the last 4 new shows or whatever. It's just too much to keep up with, and I feel like less is more in some cases of like anticipation building for a reason, not just a new Marvel movie is coming out and that's enough anticipation. It's
well,
like, no,
you're
it's
right. It just feels like because they are now relying on the quantity.
Yep.
They're just like, yeah, people are gonna come pay to see it because we've built up this like household name.
Yeah.
That it's like, yes, we are gonna attract no matter what people to come see it and like buy seats in the theater.
Yeah.
But what I will say is, post End War, I really End War.
Post End War.
Dad, all right, Dad.
Post Endgame, relax. Slip of the tongue. Post Endgame, I will say I really enjoyed Doctor Strange's movie, Multiverse of Madness. It was just so different from
it was very different.
what we're used to.
That was the best thing. Go ahead. No, the best thing about it to me was the fact that it felt unique. I like the kind of vibe for it.
Some people didn't like that as much. Like, I think some people were not into the Sam Raimi-ness
the horror
of it all.
Of it. Yeah.
But I liked the weird.
Yeah.
I just like the different styles. I like, even when it doesn't work for me, I like when the MCU at least tries to do different shit. Like,
which is why
with Ragnarok, it's like, let's do a fucking straight up comedy. And then it's like fantastic. But then you get an example of like Love and Thunder where it's like, let's try and do that again, but like more and worse. And then it's like, ooh, I don't like this as much. But yeah, like with Multiverse of Madness, it was like,
I thought you liked Love and Thunder when it came out. You told me you liked it.
It's fine, but it's not.
Because the weird thing about Love and Thunder, which I've never even seen it, but like Taika Waititi directed it, who did Ragnarok, and he did like a lot of good other movies like Jojo Rabbit, and to me it was like I was excited for it, and then everyone just shat on it and said it was horrible, and it was too much comedy and whatever, and I was like thinking to myself, like, Ragnarok was a lot of comedy. Did these people not watch Ragnarok? Yeah, and a lot of the people that were shitting on it to me were like super. Here's the thing about the MCU, I feel like so many people watch it that like a lot of casual moviegoers go to Marvel movies. Like, they only go to Marvel movies. They're not going to go watch an indie film, or they're not going to watch like, the new Scorsese movie or whatever the fuck. Like, they're only going to watch like big, popular, casual blockbuster movies. And I feel like those people, I don't trust their opinions as much on certain movies. Like, I've seen people say that like the corniest, cheesiest movie I've ever seen in my life is like amazing, it's a masterpiece. And I've seen people say like, in my opinion, like really good, interesting movies are boring or stupid. Like, for example, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I've heard a lot of people comment about how it's boring, there's no point to it, it's whatever.
Yeah, those people are dumb and stupid. And
or it's like when Logan Paul had that thing where he's like, I walked out of Oppenheimer, it's just people talking. It's like, what are you fucking talking?
There's so many people
who said that?
Logan Paul.
It's like, I walked out of Oppenheimer in the theater.
Dude, there's so
many. It was boring.
Okay, I know I rated it a 6.9, but the first like 2 hours of that movie,
Riveting?
easy 9 out of 10, bro.
Yeah. To me, it's like, it's interesting because I feel like a lot of people have, I don't know if it's an attention span thing, but if there's not immediate action going on throughout the whole thing, they're kind of like lost. Or if it's not a character that they know or an actor that they love or something, which is why I feel like a lot of people like Marvel, because it's like they know the characters, they grew up with them. There's nonstop action throughout the movie or whatever. You know,
I'm sorry, I can't get over this
Wrap
fact
your
that
head
you're
around
saying Logan Paul walked. He's probably one of those people. Logan Paul is one of those people who would walk out of Oppenheimer. Sorry, I'm gonna restart that sentence. Logan Paul is one of those people who would walk out of Oppenheimer, but sit through the entirety of Black Adam and love it.
For sure. No, for sure.
Well, people were making the joke of like they were like memeing on it of like how Logan Paul thinks Oppenheimer was gonna look, and then it's like a picture of a movie theater, and half the screen is Oppenheimer, and the bottom half is like Subway Surfers, like a fucking TikTok where they're playing like some shitty mobile game under the like video, and they were like how Logan Paul thought Oppenheimer was gonna be, and it's just like that video game under it, and then fucking Oppenheimer above it. But yeah, with the MCU, I feel like, well, I guess we'll start here with like where it's at and where we're at.
We're
with
way
it.
past the start.
Shut up. I'm just kidding. I love you. I am still a fan because I am just a comic book dork, as we've talked about on the show. So to me, it's just fun entertainment that sometimes misses and sometimes hits. I think there's been more misses recently than ever before, and I feel like that's due to a few different things. I think
just movie wise.
I think the shows have been missing the most.
Really?
I guess.
WandaVision
I
didn't
thought you loved all
But
the
it's like,
shows.
to me, it's like WandaVision. This is the thing where it's like when they started doing the shows, they, to me, proved it initially of like, hey, WandaVision was awesome. And then Falcon and the Winter Soldier was
cool.
like not as good, but still interesting and cool. And like seeing them, build on Falcon becoming Captain America and all that shit. And then you get to Loki, which again was awesome. And it's like, okay. And they have the whole like kind of introducing Kang and like some multiverse shit. And it's like, this is all interesting. This is all cool. But then you get to like fucking Moon Knight, which to me was like
so whack.
such a like
Moon Knight was whack.
I've never seen it, but a lot of people like rave about it online.
I liked the second half where they adapted one specific Moon Knight arc. I liked that more when they got weirder with it, but like the first half of that show where they play it more kind of straight, to me just did not work. Hawkeye was really good. Ms. Marvel I liked. Maybe the shows have been pretty good. Maybe I'm talking out of my
I was gonna
ass.
say the only one that I remember you being like wasn't your thing as much was, I know you've never seen She-Hulk.
Oh, She-Hulk I watched too. That was another one that was like that. I guess that's definitely like lower on the scale.
To me, like how many shows have they done? Like
There's so many shows I haven't watched. Like
so, like WandaVision,
Falcon,
Winter Soldier, Loki, Hawkeye, She-Hulk,
Ms. Marvel, Moon Knight.
there's a Hawkeye
Moon Knight.
show.
Yeah. What else?
And then if you count What If, the animated one.
Let's just say 7. So out of 7, you like 5 out of 7. That's pretty good. That's like that's even about the same track record as the original Marvel movies had. Like you might have a stretch of 6 or 7 movies, and you liked a lot of them, but then they had like I don't know, Iron Man 2 is a part of the. You know what I'm saying? Like 5 out of 7 is still pretty good.
There is a certain thing where it's like there's definitely like in some respects, whether it's some of the shows or some of the movies, like a seeming dip in quality. And to the whole idea what you were talking about of it not building to anything, I think that annoys me a little, but not in a general sense. But I feel like it's frustrating to most people, which is why people have issues with it or have fallen off. Because with like when they started, it was like Iron Man and everybody was like cool, and then Incredible Hulk and everybody was like cool. And then fucking Tony Stark shows up like in the post-credit scene of Incredible Hulk, and everybody's like, what the fuck? And then it was like Thor, and like Hawkeye's in Thor for 5 seconds, and it's like Captain America, and it's like all this shit. It's like, wait a minute, they're like pulling this off, and then you get Avengers, and it's like,
Avengers was so good.
what a like moment. And then at the end of Avengers, it's like, hey, here's your post-credit scene, it's Thanos. And it's like right away, everybody knew
Then Guardians comes out.
this is what we're getting to. When Guardians comes and Thanos is in it, you get Ant-Man, you get Doctor Strange, all this shit. It was just the movies, and the whole time they're getting to Thanos. They're getting to Thanos. They're getting to Thanos. When by the time you get to Age of Ultron, and they introduce more people, but same thing. Age of Ultron again has the post-credit scene of Thanos, so it's like we know this is coming. We know this is coming, and then you get fucking Infinity War and Endgame, which are like
Dude, how good was Guardians of the Galaxy, by the way?
so good.
The first one, really
The
good.
first one is amazing. The second one is so amazing. The third one's
Yeah.
incredible. All three
The
are
third one's
masterpieces.
great,
Like, they're
too.
amazing.
Yeah.
Love 'em.
It's a great trilogy.
And it's all thanks to James Gunn.
Thank you, James.
Thanks,
Go
James.
save DC.
I don't
please.
even
Go
know what he
save
looks
DC,
like.
please.
What does James Gunn look
He has he has white like silver hair and he has like a mohawk and he has glasses.
And a beard.
Really? Can someone pull up a picture of James Gunn?
No.
Or not like a formal mohawk, but he has spiky up hair basically.
And so they were building to something. And the problem for some people now, which frustrates me a little, not as somebody who is a comic person, in quotes, where it's like, now there's no clear direction or endpoint. It's just like, you get things that build into each other. You get WandaVision, which then obviously heavily influences where she's at by the time she shows up in, like, Doctor
I
Strange,
haven't
for
done
example.
anything with her though.
What do you mean? Scarlet Witch?
Oh wait, that's right. Oh my god, I completely
He's
forgot
all
about.
evil on that.
So
yeah,
it's
I
like,
forgot about
that was an example of like, okay, they did a show, they set all this stuff up, you get the payoff in the movie. Falcon and Winter Soldier, they're gonna
But
do...
where's Vision at?
Who knows? We're getting the 4th Captain America movie with him as Captain America. Do you want to see how he became Captain America? Like, watch the fucking show. So it's like, there are these things that are building in their own ways, but then you get like a Loki thing where it's like multiverse stuff. It's like, okay. And then you get to Doctor Strange and it's like multiverse stuff. And then No Way Home comes out and it's like, hey, guess what? Multiverse
I want to
stuff.
see if there's any arc I'm excited for, any storyline I'm excited for, it's the Spider-Man one.
Yes.
I
Now that
wanna
they finally
see what
have him
happens.
like
Yeah.
Forgotten.
how he kind of should be, of like, hey, he's not Iron Man's sidekick and he's like just sort of doing his own thing alone with like no family and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm. They haven't done for Tom Holland. What villains have they done? They've done Mysterio.
Vulture, Mysterio.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, No Way Home is kind of just reusing all the
Old
other
ones.
movies ones of like.
Oh, the other
Sandman
movies.
They
That's
haven't-
right. That's right. So they have.
They still
redone.
have a ton because
Yeah.
everybody always says that like Batman and Spider-Man are the two like rogues galleries in comics that are like the shit.
Yeah.
Like, they haven't done Rhino. They haven't done like Shocker. They haven't done a
They
lot of
haven't
people.
done Doc Ock for Spider-Man, like Tom Holland Spider-Man.
That's true.
I would imagine they would stick with ones that haven't been done yet for Tom Holland's
Yeah,
thing.
but they're not going to
they have
base
to
a
be-
movie off Rhino.
Yeah, but they have to be big enough.
Well, like that's the thing where it's like, how do they do? Yeah, but like even like the way they did Vulture and Homecoming to
He's
me
not that
was
big.
perfect. Of just like, it wasn't some global threat. It was just like a small. Like I think they need to go back to a smaller scale thing because even Mysterio and Far From Home, when it's like the whole world is threatened, it's like by fucking Mysterio. At least with No Way Home, the villains were smaller scale. It was more like the effect they had. I guess that was broader.
You know, it'd be cool, and they showed him in certain movies as well, like Scorpion.
He's
awesome.
in Homecoming.
Michael
the guy
Lando?
who's fucking
Kraven.
Voss from
Voss.
Far Cry 3.
Craven would be cool too.
Craven's another one, which I know they have the stupid Sony movie coming about Craven, but like Craven's another one they could do. I would like to see them throw in a Black Cat at some point.
Venom.
Well, and that's the other thing.
Yeah,
No
but
Way
Tom
Home.
Holland- Tom Hardy's Venom though.
Not
But
Tom
No Way
Hardy's
Home,
Venom.
they
He was
set up-
in him. He was in the DLC. He was in the post credit scene or some shit. So they've already intertwined it. So
But the thing is, I don't think we're gonna get Tom Hardy's
So
Venom
Carnage, then.
in the MCU stuff because the fact that they had him in that post-credit scene for No Way Home, and then when he leaves, there's like the little bit of goo on the table. Like I think they're just
They just brought Venom to the
I
universe.
think that was just kind of because I don't think Marvel wants anything to do with the Sony stuff. I think that was just them kind of being like, yes, fine, we acknowledge that you exist. Here's Tom Hardy. Now get the fuck out of here so we can do Venom.
what if they turn the Flash into Venom?
That's
Like
that
his
literally
school bully?
happened.
Wait, Flash from Tom Holland's? Is he the brown kid?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in the Grand Budapest. Is Tony Rabbit?
That's right,
Tony
that's right,
Rabbit-
that's
The
right.
comic Flash Thompson ends up becoming, they call him Agent Venom,
Hmm.
where he like uses the symbiote, but
Oh,
he's
but
like
he's
a good
good.
guy. Like he's
Yeah.
like a military whatever.
He's an Ultimate
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who else was I thinking of?
You know what'd be
Not Black
crazy?
Cat. Oh, I think at some point they have to introduce a goblin into Tom Holland's thing, but
Goblin.
either do a
Green
different
Goblin.
version of Green Goblin, or technically Ned's character, like Ned Leeds, is the Hobgoblin. So like people have talked about for years of like, what if they had a thing, especially now because they don't remember each other.
What's the difference between Hobgoblin and Goblin?
One of them, Green Goblin, wears a green mask, and
know.
Hobgoblin wears a white mask.
But what's the
That's about it. They both
They could
ride
do the
around
Ultimate
on
Spider-Man
fucking
like
gliders and
mutated
shit.
like Goblin.
Yeah, like it could be more of like a monster thing. But anyways, so it's like, what the fuck was the title? Yeah, so with the first lead up of MCU stuff, it was all building to this one thing. The problem now is that it's all these disparate elements, which is
define disparate?
like it's all these
Just kidding, I
separate
know.
pieces and shit. And like
I'm gonna
it
jump
is
in one more
very-
time with Spider-Man. Sorry,
Please.
I would love to just see like Ultimate Spider-Man, just live action with Tom Holland, like Iron Fist, Luke Cage, White Tiger.
I
I'd
imagine
love to see that
some of those
on screen.
characters, the fact that they're bringing Daredevil back, I imagine some of those people are going to come back. I think it's only a matter of time till they introduce Miles, because that'll just be their way of getting rid of Tom Holland.
Isn't there an Iron Fist show?
Yes. It was one of the Netflix shows they did.
It was Jessica Jones. There was
Was it
fucking
good?
Luke Cage.
Iron Fist, the
Never
first
watched it. I don't
season
think
was
so.
supposed to be very bad, and then the second season was supposed to be better.
Okay, but
basically
like
from-
better from
I
very
only,
bad.
I
is,
only
like-
saw him when they did Defenders, and they crossed the 4 shows over.
Basically, from all those original shows, like Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Daredevil, from all those original shows, what I've heard is that the best by far is Daredevil,
Yes,
followed by Jessica Jones is very solid,
yes,
and then it was like Luke Cage was okay,
yes,
and then Iron Fist was kind of the worst,
yes.
and then Defenders was like somewhere in the middle or something, or like somewhere above probably Iron Fist, but below Luke Cage maybe, I don't know.
I would put it maybe above Iron Fist and Luke Cage, like maybe dead
It's
center.
below Jessica. Yeah.
But yeah,
But
so the
Daredevil's
problem now,
awesome.
Daredevil is fantastic because I've been rewatching it with my mom. But the problem is now where it's like, yeah, it is very comic booky in the sense of like, Spider-Man's over here, and like, you know, Captain America's over here, and Doctor Strange is over here, and so's over here, and it's all these separate pieces. I think what you're going to get by the time Avengers, what is it, Kang Dynasty, and then Secret Wars.
Dude, who gives a shit about that, dude? You know what the problem is, by the way? Like, so finish your point.
I was just going to say that I think what you're going to get is more of like what happens in Marvel and DC Comics now, where it's like
Random side stories.
you'll be reading Amazing Spider-Man, and like 20 issues in, Marvel decides they want to have an event comic. And then like all the main series have like one tie-in issue where it'll be Spider-Man in the middle of like his arc, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, the ice trolls from Thor's thing are like invading Earth, and we have this event comic about the ice trolls from fucking Thor's world, and like one Spider-Man issue is like him dealing with that, and then it goes right back to Spider-Man stuff. That's what I think you're going to get. Of it is just going to be all these kind of like separate things, and then Kang's going to show up, and they have to bring everybody together.
You know what the problem with the whole Kang thing is? Is like, I think from Loki, by the end of Loki, I was really intrigued by him. I was like, this is really cool. And they don't even frame him as Kang. They tell
He's like a version of him,
Yeah.
but it's not like.
but
the
they call him
version.
they call him something else, don't they? They call him like the
Something remains.
Timekeeper.
time
Yeah, or
something like
timekeeper,
that.
some shit.
I literally pulled that out of my ass.
Fuck
Maybe.
you.
But basically, like, I was intrigued by him at that point, and then I was like, okay, this is cool. And then they were like, oh, there's the Ant-Man Quantumania movie, and then they like kill him with ants, and then I'm like, even though they have the multiverse and they have more powerful Kangs out there, to me, the fact that they introduced his first full-fledged role, like throughout the Ant-Man movie, it was like a shitty movie.
That movie's not great, but he's cool in
He's
the
cool
movie.
in the movie,
Like,
but
he
that
is
movie-
threatening.
But that movie sucked overall, and they ended up killing him with
You're
ants. So it's
sorry.
like,
I just heard a transgression come out of Matthew's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Kang was not cool.
The statement that movie was not great is
So,
the
such a-
understatement of the year.
it was really bad.
Quantumania.
It was
Quantumania.
very bad.
Take
I
it- take
don't
it-
think
take
it's a
it back.
bad movie.
Take
I
that
just
back right now.
Dude, it is
I
bad.
don't think
It's bad.
Quantumania is a bad movie. I just don't think it's not like it's very
Okay,
mediocre.
honestly,
Say it's bad.
How about this?
I will not
How about
say
this?
it's bad.
Everyone go around and rate it from 1 to 10.
Okay.
Quantumania to me, and I'm not trying to be an asshole.
Can I say mine first?
Go ahead.
3.
So that's a bit extreme.
I'm gonna go 6.
I'm gonna go. It was bad, but it had some enjoyable elements. I'm gonna go like down the middle 5. Like it barely passes.
I hated every part of that movie.
It was
Every
bad.
part.
Every part.
Every
Right
second.
down to the ants killing freaking Kang.
But again, Kang in that movie is cool and like
Sure.
threatening and imposing. And I remember just watching it at the time, and when they get to the end and the thing of like fucking Ant-Man being like, I can't beat you. And I was like, I know it's kind of what they already did leading into Infinity War and Endgame, but I was like, oh my God, Kang is going to get out of the quantum realm. This will explain why he's around now.
Kill him.
And Ant-Man and the Wasp are going to get trapped in the quantum
The ants
realm
get him.
again. And then it's like, no, they kind of beat him with ants. And I know there's people who still have the theory out there of like,
He's still alive.
well, maybe he's not dead, but he's just kind of like stuck again or somewhere. Like the ants didn't kill him and he's like still lurking out there. I'm like, I guess, but it's like, but you just proved that fucking Ant-Man and like this lame-ass MODOK
Yeah, how the fuck would he ever...
could beat him.
Again, even if they introduce some alternate universe Kang who's like 10 times more powerful, the audience having already seen a version of Kang being defeated by one of the Avengers, one of the weaker ones, I guess. I mean, people would argue that for sure. Some people would say he's one of the stronger ones. I don't know, but the fact that he got beaten by one of them and by ants and shit, to me, it's like if the new one comes out, how the fuck would he ever compete with the entire Avengers team with the Hulk, Iron Man, Thor? Any of those people? How's he even gonna get close? To me, like Thanos was really well done because he was scary from the jump, and he was painted as this like unbeatable, ominous figure who was like gonna destroy everything.
And he wins.
And then he won, and then he destroyed everything and everything. So it was like such a cool thing where it felt like consequences were real. But with this whole multiverse shit, I just feel like I don't care. I don't give a shit. I don't care what happens because there's just another universe that they could jump to or add this person or remove this person or who gives a shit?
That's the problem with multiverses in comic books generally across the board.
Like, where are
is
the
as
stakes?
soon as you introduce that stuff, it becomes... I mean, comic books themselves don't really have stakes when it's like characters get killed
Which is
off
why I
and
don't
then a
read
month
them, I guess.
later, like they killed Ms. Marvel off in a fucking Amazing Spider-Man
Yeah.
comic like a few like earlier this year, and then like a month later they were like, check out the new Ms. Marvel comic, she's back and whatever. And it's like, what the fuck? But it's like, that's the problem with the multiverse stuff in the movies where it's like, yeah, can't we just like, we could always just grab another version of these characters for like from some other universe, which I get. It doesn't bug me too much, but that's just the point I was getting at, where I think the problem is if that's my foot.
Oh, sorry.
If they had like a thing from the, like, to me, if Quantumania had ended with Kang getting out and like Ant-Man somehow is able to get a message out to Avengers HQ or whatever the fuck of like, this guy just got out, we're fucked kind of thing. Then to me, you could be like, awesome, we know what we're like building to right now. But the problem is it doesn't feel like anything's being built to, and it's going to be a thing of like when Kang Dynasty, like when the next Avengers rolls around, it's like, it's not going to be like, hey, you know how for 10 years we've teased this one bad guy and like all the movies have been like sort of building to this?
It's gonna be like,
it's not going to be that. It's just going to be like, oh, suddenly Kang's here, get the fucking band
it's
together.
gonna be like, hey, remember the guy you watched be defeated with ants?
All right.
We're gonna bring him in. Also, to me, it's like I almost feel like the whole multiverse thing was a mistake. I don't think they should have ever done that, and I think that when it comes to a movie series or, you know, even just a couple of movies, like the fact that it feels like there's no stakes because ultimately like none of it matters because you can undo shit and like I don't know. To me, it's like I like how even though obviously the MCU is very mystical and there's like magical shit going on, it felt very down to the like low to the ground and like rooted in some sort of like
Reality.
not reality. No,
It's
but
not
like, you know what I'm
reality, but
saying?
they set the rules and everybody was aware what the rules
Yeah.
are. And then the problem with multiverses in things is they sort of just take all the
bend
rules
all the
and
rules
like
and break them and
they sort of just toss it aside kind of thing.
Here are my closing thoughts.
Closing.
My closing thoughts are as follows. I want to play the Lego Marvel Avengers game. I played
Lego
it.
Marvel
I already-
Superheroes,
Lego Marvel Superheroes. Thank you.
And they- and they- and they made
not
the-
Avengers. Yes, superheroes.
and they made Lego Marvel Superheroes 2.
Yes, that one I've never played.
the first
Yeah.
one is really good though. It's in New York.
Mhm.
I never played. I
I
played a little bit of it, but I tried to play it 3 times and I just couldn't.
It was so good, bro. There's side quests and everything.
It's the one that starts with like there's like Sandman and
Yeah,
that big
in the
bank.
subway. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's thought number 1. Thought number 2 is I would like to see Red Hulk on screen.
Oh, that'd be cool.
It sounds like you're getting him in the next Captain America.
I'm not gonna watch it.
You just said you wanted.
I want him, but like I don't want it in this current iteration of the Marvel universe.
I'm gonna throw my closing thoughts out there.
Mm.
I'm
Go ahead.
sad because I used to love the MCU very much, and I've been throwing around the idea to Vanya as well of like us just binging them, like starting from the first Iron Man, and just going through what
Wait, us or
Vanya and I.
just
Why would he have been talking to Vanya about the 3 of us watching it? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I was thinking about
is that not
watching it with
plausible?
Patrick and Mark.
Oops, that's not plausible.
But in the context
really.
of what he was talking about,
It's plausible that
It's not really plausible.
It's plausible.
It's plausible, but you couldn't infer that Mark was being like, yeah, I was talking to Vanya about her and him watching it.
Exactly. You just got to use you got to use the context and realize that can't be what I'm talking about, right? But I'm gonna say that I'm sad because I used to love the MCU, and now it's just gotten to a point where I don't care anymore. They've given me no reason to care, and they've given lots of people no reason to care unless you're like a super big like. To me, it's like you still call yourself an MCU fan.
Yes.
I don't even know if I would call myself that anymore. Like I don't really watch any of them anymore. So I think a lot of people are in my shoes in that sense of like we're not really. If you're not a huge comic book fan and you know you were watching them because you enjoyed the movies and you like the characters, but like you're not like deeply connected to them from like your from like reading comics and whatever. But anyway, to me, it's like I wish I was still into it, and kind of sucks.
Sorry, man.
Yeah.
So the MCU, just really quickly closing, because we've been talking about, where we're at, where it's at. We've been down in the dumps. I'd like to take a walk down memory lane. Okay. What are some of your favorite moments?
Moments or movies?
Yeah.
I'd like to get specific. I'd like to get specific moments.
I have one.
Characters.
Right off the bat, I have one. Captain America 2, The Winter Soldier.
I knew you were going to bring that movie
Winter
up.
Soldier being introduced for the first time and that badass music playing. There was like a car crash, I believe.
I think it's when he attacks Fury, right?
Yes, there's Fury's like mini little SUV gets gets shot up and stuff, and then there's this whole badass fight scene where he has his mask on. You haven't seen his face yet. He's got the black eyeshadow and shit, and there's like this really awesome choreographed one-on-one fight scene between him and Cap, I believe. But the first time where they introduce him, the Cap's not there yet, and he just has like a grenade launcher or whatever, and he's like shooting the cars. It's so cool. That's one of my favorite movies and one of my favorite moments and one of my favorite MCU movies as well. And then when it comes to another moment, the first Iron Man, to me, I will never forget being a kid and watching him like, it was a really sweet and touching scene of like him being trapped in the cave. And then that guy who helps him, what's his name?
I forget the
Yusuf
guy.
or something? I don't
Yeah,
know his name
might
is.
be.
Something like that. But he ends up dying. And like there's this badass scene where he's like making the suit and he's like angry because like they just killed his like new friend. And he has a family and all this shit. So like he builds that awesome like silver one that's all makeshift, the Mark 1 or whatever. And he like breaks down, he's flamethrowing everything, and it's like da-na-na, da-na-na, da-na. I don't know. That's a really cool moment, and also one of my favorite favorite MCU movies.
I know what you're gonna say.
What?
Underoos.
I was gonna say for me,
Classic.
favorite like scenes and moments. The airport fight in Civil War is just, it's so fun for me because of just like how awesome the action is. But it's that coupled with the introduction of Spider-Man, and it's like, if you could put yourselves back in time for a moment, it was like, after Amazing Spider-Man 2, which stunk, and then it was like all these rumors of like
he hit it so hard, stunk.
all these rumors of like, are we gonna get an Amazing Spider-Man 3? Blah 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 blah. And then the news of like, wait a minute, like Sony and Marvel have talked it out, and like they're gonna put him in the MCU, and it was like, holy shit, what does this mean? And then like you get the casting of Tom Holland, and it's like, all right, let's see what this kid can do. Another moment for me is Tony going to Peter's apartment in Civil War.
Amazing.
Like when it's just, as soon as he's like, I'm gonna find some people, and it cuts to the shot of New
Brooklyn?
York, but then it just Queens pops up on screen, and it's like, oh my god, like they're doing it. And just that whole scene too of him talking to Aunt May and the whole thing of like, your aunt's really hot, whatever, because it's fucking Marissa Tomei and just hot as shit.
You know what's interesting about Tom Holland, by the way, just like a little quick side tangent. He has fallen out of favor with a lot of people I've seen on Instagram and shit. Because
The actor?
not just the actor, but him as Spider-Man.
Oh.
Why?
I think there's been a couple of things where like when he came in, everyone loved him, and they're like, "This is awesome." And then
he played Nathan Drake in Uncharted.
well, I don't know. I don't know why particularly, but I know there's been comments being like, "Oh, this guy's not my Spider-Man. Screw this guy, whatever."
Why?
I don't know.
He's
maybe
great.
Maybe I think people over the years have felt like his performance is like too stale. Like it's too like it's like non-dynamic.
I have no problem with him as Spider-Man. It's more to me what they've done with that version of Spider-Man.
Maybe that's
where
what
I feel like it started awesome. Far From Home to me kind of lost a little, and like some of the Avengers, like Infinity War, Endgame, like some of the tie-in stuff I wasn't crazy about. And then No Way Home, I know you guys aren't crazy about No Way Home, but I
liked
love
it.
No Way Home, and I love what it did for his Spider-Man of finally leaving him in a place, like you mentioned earlier, where it's like,
That's the one good thing about the movie.
awesome. I am now ready to
You didn't like seeing the old characters? That was fun.
Bro, it was way too fan servicey, bro.
It was way
They
too fan servicey,
They
but
could have done it in a way that was awesome, but instead, I hear about what were some of the things
Oh
I
my
was.
god!
what were
I
some
don't
of
know
the things
why
was annoyed
Patrick is
about?
so hung up on them just talking to each other about Spider-Man stuff. I don't know
Oh,
why
yeah.
you're so hung up on
I
that.
thought that was
It was
really.
forced.
I
It was
don't-
all
it was forced.
I thought
bro.
it was really sweet of them, like for the first time being able to relate to someone.
Yes.
It was just really sweet. I felt.
Whatever.
Too fan servicey.
The point is, I'm now happy with where they have left Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Of like now it feels more like Spider-Man, which is what they started. And again, to me, the Tony Stark going to Queens in Civil War is great, but the airport scene, of having him for the first time and he's in the fucking suit and it looks perfect, and the brilliant little thing of like, well, Spider-Man's eyes move in the comics. It doesn't make any sense
And they have the little,
why his cloth mask moves. It doesn't make any sense. And in the movie, it's like, oh, okay, they're lenses. Perfect. And now you can have him emoting with the eyes. Everything's good. Tom Holland is, to me, instantly fantastic in the airport thing in Civil War, of just like the way
Being
he's
playful
constantly
and stuff.
talking shit and like kind of having fun with, what's going on, and like everybody else, like when fucking Falcon and shit are like talking to him of like, usually there's not this much like talking in a fight, whatever. Like everybody's like, nobody gets him and like what he's all about yet and kind of thing. And just seeing him like finally get to play with these other characters, because, the original trilogy and the Andrew Garfield movies were their own thing. Like seeing him get to bounce off of everyone. The airport scene.
Yeah, that was a good one for sure. Patrick, do you have one?
Mine is gonna be them eating shawarma at the end.
Oh,
of
that was
the
a fun
movie.
one. That was a fun one.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
That one I remember everyone, like, as soon as it started playing, everyone just started chuckling and like.
Yeah, because it
smiling.
was like a roller coaster of a movie,
Yeah.
and we just ended on a light note. It's a good memory.
Lots of scenes from Guardians 2 are up there for me.
Mm.
The best Guardians movie.
That's debate.
okay.
They're
Of
all
like,
kind of. Yeah, go ahead.
please.
No, what I was gonna say is that I feel like having a really solid director who's able to follow through with an entire trilogy is so fucking helpful.
You're right.
Because he was talking about Spider-Man, right?
Mhm.
I don't know. I think some of them have been directed by different
Spider-Man, the 3 MCU ones are the same
Sean Favre?
guy.
Oh,
people or a different guy.
Yeah.
Same
so the I think the qualifier there is a good
director.
Oh, okay.
So to me, it's like having a really solid director who can like follow through with an entire series is like really good.
Mm-hmm.
Because to me, it's like
the Spider-Man movies.
Mhm.
The Spider-Man.
I
movies.
believe it was a gentleman named John Watts.
Is he a good director?
because here's the thing to me is
That
like
says all you need to know.
like you've seen movie series kind of be tainted a little bit by like why'd they bring in a new Star Wars.
Mhm. I was gonna say it's almost like Star Wars.
J.J. Abrams came in, and although people had a problem with Force Awakens being too akin to New Hope, people still enjoyed it and they thought it was a fun movie, myself included, and I loved it. It was a good time. And if he had if he was able to just continue the story and like write his own beginning to end, that would have been really nice to see. Even if they were like a little bit derivative, it would have been way better than what we got. And I feel like I don't know why they keep having to fucking flip it. Like if the first person did really well, keep them. Like James Gunn nailed Guardians 1, so they let him do Guardians 2 and 3, and he nailed all 3. And all 3 are, to me, easily the best trilogy in the entire MCU, and some of the best movies in the MCU. Yeah.
Yondu dying in 2.
I just
Oh,
got
man.
Yondu and Snap.
Oh, did
Yeah?
you?
Yeah, I needed that, bro.
He's good.
He's really good.
I got Drax.
So annoying.
I got Drax recently.
Oh, okay.
He's 4 mana, 6 power, and if you play him on a spot where if you play a card on the same turn, he gets +2 power.
No, but it has
so-
to be in the same location.
same location.
Yeah.
So if I predict it really well, he becomes 4/8, and he's only it's pretty good.
True.
Marvel Snap. But anyways, the MCU. Thank you for talking about it. Thank you for a walk down memory lane.
You're
And,
welcome for my original insight
what's-
that no one else has thought ever.
What's your favorite MCU movie, audience? Tell us down below
Audience engagement.
when you subscribe to the channel, like you should. You fucking.
So earlier this episode, I mentioned overalls and how I kind of want to buy a pair, and I'm now realizing that I have a lot of I've had lots of topics about fashion and stuff like that, but I'm going to continue to do so because
You're a
I want to.
fashionista.
So my topic is basically fashion. I guess you can call them trends or fads or whatever's in now for that you guys see that you like, and what people are wearing now that you don't like.
Leather pants.
So interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna throw out a couple here. And then
Like or don't like?
he likes when girls wear them.
Yeah, it's
So-
fucking awesome.
So
Okay, bro.
What?
God, it's
Relax with that.
Hey,
So-
I'm just speaking my truth.
so I'm gonna throw out. I'll throw out one or two of each for myself, and then you
Mm.
guys can follow suit.
Yeah.
So, fashion trends that I currently like: corduroy. Corduroy's in right now. People wearing corduroy hats. People wearing corduroy pants.
Corduroy is
Button
bro.
up shirts. Corduroy
Yeah.
used to be in, I think, decades ago. If it was like the 90s or something or
Yeah,
80s.
yeah.
Now it's in again, and I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Green corduroy looks dope. Beige, any color, navy blue.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a really good one. And I like that we've strayed away from skinny jeans and that we have now gone towards like straight to baggy cut, like between that range.
I was gonna say I don't know if it's in, but I like the more classier pants that are like really baggy at the bottom.
Those are very in for sure.
Those are in, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
It's like a Harry Styles type thing.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's like
Harry
very
Styles
like
kind of thing.
it's very like kind of like dignified, but also like creative and
Exactly.
interesting.
Yeah, I love that style
Yeah.
a lot. I only have one of those, like
Mm.
one of those style.
I want to get more pants like that are
Yeah.
kind of like I like the ones that have different like designs on them, like almost like plaid looking.
Almost like plaid. Yeah.
And then so I'll throw out a couple that I don't like.
Sure.
And these aren't necessarily things that are in now. I'm realizing like some of the things aren't even in, or they've been in for decades.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why jean shorts are a thing. They look bad to me. I don't like them. They don't look good on anybody, in my opinion.
Not even Merrick.
Not even Merrick.
Sorry, Merrick.
Not even Lord Merrick.
He's back in Poland, by the way. I don't know. For
mm.
those who watch regularly, he was a
Mm.
guest a few episodes. He's back in Poland now.
Mm.
Anyways, go on.
And then the second one,
Europe.
the last one I'll throw out, which is not really in now. It's been in for a long time. Flip flops. If you're not at the beach, don't fucking wear flip flops, right? Because they're gross and they don't look good. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was saying like I don't like the fact that people wear flip flops. It's not that I don't like seeing people's feet or I hate what like. It's not about that. It's about that to me. It looks so like. I don't know. I'm not trying to. Am I being an asshole? I feel like to me it looks kind of like. It looks like very like bummy. You know what I'm saying?
It looks bummy.
It's
to
like-
wear,
it's
to
like-
wear flip flops out.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it just depends. If you were going to like a fucking business meeting in flip flops, it'd be like, what?
It
are
doesn't
you doing?
matter.
But
Where
to me,
could you
like,
go?
But if you're like, oh, I'm like running an errand,
No.
and you're like, I'm in flip flops.
Unacceptable.
Wait.
dude.
Are you okay? No. This
Unacceptable.
is really important though, because are you talking about the flip flops that have like
The tongue.
the tongue?
Yep.
Or like the
Slides
the
are different. Slides are slides.
Okay.
Ah.
People can wear slides, and I feel like they're casual and they can look. But to me, it's like your bare toes being out with them being
The tongue.
The thong.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
thongs. Like, who would even? Why is that even comfortable?
It's
like
not.
a lot of people wear them, and then like the space in between their big toe and their other toe is like bigger because they wear a flip flop all the time, and they have like a gap there. And to me, it's like I don't understand why it was. It just I've tried flip flops on when I was a kid. My parents would like make me wear them they're not comfortable. I'd rather wear slides even to the beach. And I just don't think people should wear them. They're not comfortable. And
But
and
you're
they
okay
look-
with
they look bad.
you're okay with slides being worn out casually though.
Yeah, it depends on
Okay.
where. Again, Maddie's saying like if it's you're going out to a friend's house and it's like
And it's not entirely on this vein. Actually, this kind of relates to sort of a fashion trend I'm going to bring up.
Oh,
next.
okay, cool.
Crocs
Hmm.
are being worn everywhere. The gym, out to school. I'm seeing people go,
Yes.
like show up to class with Crocs
Yeah,
on.
I don't like
in
that.
the mall.
Here's the thing.
I'm gonna. So before you
You
say
go,
your
yeah.
take, I would like to say that I like it, but I like it when the Crocs have like the little icons on them.
the bedazzles,
They're-
the jewels.
Yeah, the bear people
What
are
are those
just
called?
wearing Crocs without anything, and it's like
Yeah,
that's
Maddie's wearing like off-brand like fucking,
that's in my
clown
opinion.
looking.
I don't want to be an asshole either, but in my opinion, that's bummy. So what Maddie does is bummy.
But to me,
Um,
Maddie's question of where you wear them is a very important one because to me, even though I think Crocs work in certain settings, if you're to the gym and you want to just slip into something comfortable, I get that. But to me, a part of it that bothers me is that I'll see a lot of people all of a sudden wearing it, not because they've been not because they've been wearing Crocs, but because they see the trend coming up. And
Yeah.
to me, it's like you're just a fucking like just
Sheep.
trying to follow
Sheep.
whatever everyone else is doing. But also it's like if you're wearing it in a casual setting, or you're wearing it at home, or just chilling with your friend or something, that's normal.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go out to eat, or if you're gonna go to school, or if you're gonna go somewhere where you should be like dressing up a little bit.
School? You should be dressing up a little for school.
I think so. I don't like the idea of people showing up to school in their pajamas. I know people live on campus and shit, but like class it up a little. Like wear a fucking like t-shirt and jeans or something. To me, it's like there are certain settings that are very like you're supposed to be chill, comfortable.
I feel like there are outfits that you could wear where they're like more like dressed up
with Crocs. No,
with Crocs.
Absolutely not. Give me one example.
I guess I'm thinking more so like athleisure. You could wear athleisure with Crocs.
Like what? What do you mean by athleisure? Like what? Like what's the top? Like shorts and a gym shirt or something?
No. I'm talking about like maybe like the parachute pants, and
with Crocs, I can't see it.
I can see it, and I've seen it actually. I saw it today.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it works. I've seen it, and I think it works. And in fact, you know what? I'm gonna ride the wave next.
What?
No, I'm kidding. I'm too lazy to get Crocs. Maybe if someone buys me Crocs, I'll ride the wave. But no, you guys aren't gonna do it. Okay.
No. Just do it. I didn't go to Walmart and get.
I'm not gonna go the bum. I already
$13 off brand.
I already
13, bro. It's not even worth it. I thought you were gonna say $5.
No, but they're like way cheaper than normal Crocs.
How much are
I feel like normal Crocs are like 30, bro.
Yeah, I don't think they're that.
like more than 30.
If they're 30, then you know you've
I'm
screwed
pulling it
up.
A normal pair of Crocs got to be more. Corey just sent some deal they had going on where it was 2 for $60, and that was like a deal.
Okay, so 1 for 30.
Okay,
so it's gonna be 1 for
You
like
could
34.
buy 2 for $60 normally.
Whoa,
Then
these
One
are
for 34.
These are a little pricey, dude.
Let's see.
I'm just looking at. I'm gonna go to the Crocs website.
Yeah, go to the Crocs website.
This is
We're getting to
Crocs.
the bottom of
This is
this.
Crocs.ca, so it's
Okay,
the Canadian
perfect.
one.
Cat.
so we know it's official.
We're gonna go to the men's section here. So the cheapest one that I see, which is what they call the classic clog, in orange, black, and in white, and many other colors, is $59.99.
That's classic.
That's classic. So they have
That's
different
crazy.
specialty.
So 2 for $60 is pretty good then.
They
It's
have
basically buy one get one free.
Yeah.
they have certain specialty ones, like one that literally looks like Shrek.
Oh yeah, I saw that one, the Shrek one.
If you wear that, I think you should be burned at the stake.
Whoa.
They have like camo. They also have different like
You're ogre-phobic.
they have different like chunky
Styles.
looking ones.
Interesting. But notice how I spent like $13 on mine, and people will spend $60 on
Yeah,
theirs.
but you
And
look
we're
like a
wearing the
bum.
same
Oh my
thing.
God,
But you look like a
dude.
bum.
We're wearing
Dude,
the same thing.
I don't like Crocs generally, but I would wear these, dude.
Are they the crocodile-looking ones?
It's Nightmare Before
Nightmare Before
Christmas,
Christmas. Those are
dude. Those are dope.
Those are
Those are
whack.
whack,
Those are
says
dope.
Patrick.
So get 'em.
With regards to fashion,
It's not that bad.
I pay so little attention to fashion that I don't notice things. I might notice like an outfit here or there, or a specific article of clothing that people might wear that I might be like, that's a little ridiculous. But I couldn't pin down like a trend that bugs me. The only thing that comes to mind, and it irks me because of how it's impacting my life,
Interesting.
is I think there's a certain, maybe this has always existed, but I find nowadays there's a certain like appeal to men of our sort of demographic of like dressing classy or like, snazzing it up a little bit.
That irks you?
I'm all for that.
No, you're not.
I think if somebody, I don't necessarily walk around like, oh, Jesus God. What the hell happened?
I do this thing every once in a while where I just pretend like I passed out. I'm just,
Then you
I'm
actually
listening,
did.
and I was like, and then it actually fell down.
Oh God. I don't necessarily participate all that often, but I think the idea of like, when you see like a guy going to the bar, but he's in like a dress shirt and he's got the chain and the watch and the ring and all that shit and like nice pants, nice shoes. I myself acquired my leather jacket. I know we talked about this at some point on
Dude,
the show.
I'm gonna say this that
Please.
I don't think it works.
The leather
Well,
jacket.
period?
No. Here's the thing.
I love it.
Very specific. Certain leather jacket looks I don't think work to me. I think like they have like different leather textures, or like one's kind of like a baggier parachute look. It's like puffy, and one is a little bit like smooth. I like
the smooth.
To me, I like the smooth black ones. But I don't like the ones that are like bulky at all, or like squared off shoulder or something. I like the kind of smoother, sleeker looking ones. Yeah.
Where are you going
Sorry.
with that?
I'm just kind of giving my opinion about a little bit, but I'm just
Taking
giving
shots.
I'm just giving my opinion on the.
So
leather
there's
jacket
been
segment.
this like thing of like dudes dressing classy. I am all for that. However, what I'm not as in on is this whole like shift towards, you know, beige or brown,
Dude, I
or like
love
all these
it.
like fucking. I know you are obsessed with
I
it, but it's like
fucking
all
love
these
it.
like neutral colors and all that stuff. Whereas I'm like, what happened to like red or blue
Let me tell you something.
or green? Like I like color and
They
like
stick out like a sore thumb.
Here's
Matthew.
no.
What?
Here's the thing.
Those colors that you just.
No, but let me-
sure, but I like a certain amount of like color in the stuff. I know like 90% of the t-shirts I own are just black, but even the black ones I have like colors and shit on them. I just like a certain amount of color, whereas like seeing everybody walk around in like the same beige colored long sleeve or crew neck or t-shirt or whatever the fuck.
What are you
I'm like,
talking about?
What are you talking about? baby?
and I guess what? I own one of those crew necks now.
Here's what I'm
And I
gonna
won't say, and I won't lie. I like the crew neck. Varsh and I got it. Like I like the crew neck. It's a perfectly comfortable thing. I'm glad. Here's what I'm saying is I'm glad that I have that as part of my stash. As it's in
Closet?
It's in my what's the word I'm looking
Dude,
for?
Closet.
dude, hurry up! I want to
Inventory? I don't know.
Closet.
It's in my closet.
Dude, hurry up! I want to talk.
I'm glad that it's part of my wardrobe.
Your repertoire.
But yes, but I don't like that. To some people, it has to be like the whole fucking thing.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
That I don't like.
I understand what you're saying, but to me, I absolutely love that shift. I think that people aren't necessarily throwing color out the back window and just like into the garbage. I think people are appreciating neutral tones and still also appreciating colors. I think that like even myself, like I prefer neutral tones. I love a good brown. Even I was rewatching a part of the episode from last week. I love Patrick's crew neck. It was like a cocoa brown color. Looked really nice.
My nice sweater.
Yeah, it looked very
And
clean.
you were making fun of me for calling it a nice sweater.
No, it was just funny how you were saying like I'm dressed rather fancy or whatever. I thought that was pretty funny. But to me, I love that sweater. I love neutral tones. I like classy looking clothing, and I feel like, but I also appreciate dressing in more colorful things. I feel like for a long period of time, people were dressing like colorful, and like those types of tones were boring or drab or whatever. But now they're kind of back in, like you're saying, and I like that that's been happening.
Mhm.
It makes me like have more options. I have a lot of colorful things. Like even the other day when we went to sushi, I was wearing like my light purplish pinkish jeans and like my freaking like gray or green shirt. I was just like mixing random colors, and like I like doing that, but I think like the neutral colors are very nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, while Matthew was talking, there was a point I was gonna make. I don't even know why I'm opening my mouth now, because all I'm gonna say is I forgot my point.
You know what I will say though? I don't know why. I saw a guy in one of my classes last week, and he was wearing like dress shoes. Like
I know a lot of people that wear dress shoes to campus and stuff. Yeah.
But they weren't like
wearing dressy clothes like that, right?
No, that's not what it is. I'll clarify that he was wearing dress shoes, but like literally like dress shoes that you'd wear to a wedding.
Okay.
Like black, sleek, just dress shoes, like tuxedo black, like dress shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, no, don't be doing that. Like he was dressed nice, and he was dressed like with that kind of like those nice like dressier pants,
Okay.
like gray, and he had a black fitted like turtleneck or crew neck, and he had the gold chain or whatever. He looked nice, but then he had like these like super highly dressy shoes, and I was like, that doesn't seem to match up that well to me. Like it seems like it's a little bit of a mismatch.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not wearing a full on tuxedo or suit to be matching it with those sort of shoes. To me, I have some dressier shoes, and I'm gonna start wearing some of them out, but they're almost like business casual. Like you could wear them with jeans and they would work. To me, that's the rule of thumb. Like if you could wear them like a little bit, dress shoes that you could dress down a little bit or dress up, to me work with the kind of modern like classy outfits. But like the full on like tuxedo black dress shoes, like it doesn't work to me.
Mm-hmm. The last thing I'll bring up for things that I do like, are for guys incorporating like the cross bag.
I like that a
certain
lot. The
classy
satchel.
outfits. Yeah, the satchel to like certain like nicer outfits. Obviously, you can't wear it with like jeans and like
Could.
t-shirt.
I gotta be honest, I'm not into that. The like male fanny pack thing.
So you didn't enjoy watching Indiana Jones growing up then?
That's a different thing.
Dude, let me say.
Indiana Jones is
Come on,
like
bro.
satchel is different from like the fanny pack strap
No,
to
I'm not
his
talking about the
chest.
fanny
No, he's
pack.
talking about the
I'm
crossbody.
talking about the crossbody
Oh, you're at
satchel.
okay. My mistake.
Like the one that we
I'm
got from
sorry.
Malcolm that's like a brown little bag in
Yes.
the
The one we
corner.
got from Malcolm.
That I am more. That's a very specific part of an outfit.
Yeah,
but
that-
yes,
Yes, that I like better than the
For sure, me
fanny
too.
packs.
Yes.
Although I will say I don't dislike the fanny packs.
Yeah.
Um,
Can I sing the
they're
praises
not
of
great
something,
though,
by the way?
yeah. Although I have worn them, like I've
Yeah.
incorporated them
You're
into
guilty.
outfits. I'm guilty.
Mhm.
I'm guilty.
I want to sing the praises of tote bags really quick because I have a leather tote bag.
Leather.
Yeah, from where I work.
Oh.
It's like full leather, and
Oh.
it's like the color is like the only color I can imagine is like camel.
Okay.
What are you doing, Mike?
I need to Google tote bag because I hear this.
Matty,
word
When I
tossed
asked to
around
Google
and I don't know
James
what it is.
Gunn, you wouldn't
Okay,
do it.
Here you go, James
You're such a
Gunn.
greedy
We're gonna
bastard.
do this
Gandolfini.
for you.
That's James Gunn.
There he is, as he stands today.
Oh,
James
okay.
Gunn.
Cool.
Now, Maddie, search up tote bag camel color.
He's gonna do his own thing first. It looks
Tote
like.
bag, camel.
No, leather tote bag camel color.
Camel leather tote bag.
So basically, go to the. Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, now that people know I work there.
Oh, we can
But
bleep
so-
that out and
actually,
just search it.
Yeah, honestly, just search it up. Search up tote bag brown.
and blur the word. Not that they'll be able to see it.
Maddie, just go to all. Go to all. I'm sorry. Now go to the first link. Now scroll down. Keep scrolling down.
Now move your cursor 5 pixels to the right.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
You actually do it?
Man, they're not on there. Okay, just go to Google Images then. I'm sorry. Go to
You're
Google
so
Images.
demanding.
So it's that one right there. See that the Singapore one?
Single.
The second from the end.
Oh, this one.
That,
Is that the one? That's the
that's
exact
very
one?
similar to the one I have.
I gotta be honest. This does nothing for
Can you scroll
me.
down a little bit? It's not the mine is a darker shade and it's pebbled leather instead of a smooth leather. But I've been using that bag for school. I've never liked, even when I was a kid, I was like, I don't like this like shit on my shoulders. Like it's annoying, and sometimes like it hangs too low, and then I have to tighten it up, and then like I don't know, just like it's uncomfortable for me. I never liked something heavy on my shoulders, especially if I pack my bag with a lot of stuff. So now I have this tote bag where I get out of the house and I just walk like with it down. I don't have to worry about where I'm oriented. I'm just walking straight with it, and I have a laptop and a notebook and my pencil case in there. So I've been, I gotta sing the praises of tote bags. I like them a lot.
Cool, man.
I don't like
Yeah.
tote bags or what you're saying about like backpacks. To me, I've always liked having my hands free and readily available.
Like, what are you doing with your hands when you're walking? To me, I'm if I'm walking to class, I don't need my hands. I can hold the tote bag with one hand, and if I want to use my phone, I have my other hand free. Like there's nothing where I'm limited,
I just like not having to like carry shit in my
But when-
hands.
Oh, I see. But also when you're walking with a backpack, I feel like a lot of times are you not like holding onto the strap, or like are you just like hands down?
I'm doing my thing, baby.
Depends.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember in high school a lot like holding onto the straps because they were never perfectly comfortable. Like I had to adjust a little bit or slipping or I don't know. It was just a little bit annoying. But anyway, so to me, I just wanted to talk to you guys about different fashion trends that I'm interested in. And corduroy, love. I love but the kind of like rise of like a lot of these button-up shirts, like including the corduroy button-up shirts that are kind of like just casually worn with like a nice white t-shirt under, and like it's not necessarily a new trend, but I like the classier look as well.
I like the return of Hawaiians. I'll toss that out.
There's no, bro.
I haven't
There's
seen-
no return of Hawaiians.
What do you mean? I see people
It's
wearing
just you.
Hawaiians all the time.
I don't see that
It's
much.
just you, bud.
I don't think it. Well,
It's
if it is
just
just
you,
me,
bro.
guess what? I'm bringing it back.
But is there anything else that you guys see people
No
wear
dip.
that you're like, this is no go? I remember for the longest time, it's not in anymore because it's really stupid, but people were wearing like straight up bulletproof vests. Remember that?
remember what I was gonna say now.
Remember people wearing bulletproof vests?
Yeah. I do remember
Yeah,
that.
go ahead.
I'm gonna go to my thing.
Yeah, forget your thing.
Back, and I'm guilty of this. I will say right off the bat,
Is
I
it
was
tucking
guilty
in
of
your
this.
socks into
Yeah, bro.
tucking in pants into the socks? So
Ah,
dumb.
so bad.
Remember us being in high school and being like, what the fuck are people doing?
Yeah,
Even in high school, we were
and
like,
then,
what is
and
this?
then you see me turn the corner. I was doing it.
Dumb.
So bad.
Um,
dude. Also,
bucket hats.
I
Fuck bucket hats.
I don't
such a hater.
I don't look good in a bucket hat, but I think people can pull it off.
Ass hater.
To me, it's like just wear a baseball cap or don't wear a hat, or like a toque if it's the winter.
Oops. The exact same thing Mark said about robes, bro.
What?
It feels like you're making a similar argument to about Mark with robes.
What?
Like how Mark was like, "Oh, why wear a robe? Just wear a sweater." And now you're saying, "Why wear a bucket
but-
hat? Just wear a baseball
But
cap."
I don't think a robe and a sweater are necessarily identical.
But that's not like my argument, because my argument is that there's no point for the robe. But for a bucket hat, it would be for a different, unique looking style. But to me, a robe isn't something that you would wear out as a style thing.
It's a different comfort option.
Yeah,
And the fact that your brain can't wrap it around.
Look, I know it's a different style option or comfort option. I get it, but I'm thinking like, if I want to wear something at home, I would never want to wear a robe.
Okay.
But just for a different style, like I understand why people would want to wear.
Okay.
Can we bring back pocket watches as
Interesting.
an accessory? I've always liked the chain dangling on your leg look, you know.
You've never worn an outfit that would warrant
Justify a
facilitate
pocket
that.
watch.
Yeah, that would.
I know, but I'm just saying pocket watches are kind of neat. There are some hats that I wish would kind of come back. Like, I guess it hasn't left, and even my dad has one. He doesn't wear it very often, but like, you know, the like
little Rascals
flat
hat?
like old man.
I
Like,
hate that hat.
flat
Dude.
kind of
I
like,
can't stand that.
like my dad has one of those,
Pull
and
it
like
up.
every once in a
Crazy.
while he'll wear it. Let me see if I don't even know what to.
I remember there was a
call
clip
it.
of like Joe Rogan and Bill Burr, and Bill Burr was like roasting Joe. He's like,
Yes.
"You little rascals hat."
Oh, I opened my emails. That's not what I wanted.
It's like basically like the Thomas Shelby, like the Peaky Blinders, like Englishman.
Exactly.
Aha!
Here we
It's an
go.
old man hat, and it came up.
Yeah, those.
Yeah,
I don't
couldn't-
like those.
I don't hate them, but I know I myself couldn't rock
Bro,
them.
that gray cap is dope though, huh?
This guy's
The Old Man
crazy.
Club. That's a cool hat.
Grumpy old
I'd wear
man
that
club.
hat.
It's a jean looking hat, denim hat.
But I feel like I kind of
Like it says complaining on it.
I long for like, you know, more like a this kind of hat.
No,
Not
dude.
personally, but, like,
Fedora?
I wish
Bro,
people
that's
were
the
like
douchiest shit,
experimenting
dude.
with hats more.
Search a Johnny Depp fedora. Tell me this guy doesn't look like a total douchebag, dude.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, Johnny
But
Depp.
he won his case.
Johnny Depp
hat. Dude, look at these hats, dude. No way you're wearing that hat unironically in public with a fucking
Yo,
scarf.
yo.
But he looks pretty
Bro,
good.
he
I'm
won
not
his
gonna
case
say.
though, so he deserves it.
Okay, go to that leather picture, the leather jacket picture.
This one?
No, the one with the leather jacket. Remember?
Oh.
My only criteria. Yeah, see that to me.
I like that.
But you know what would make it even better?
Without the
No hat. No hat. It's a nice outfit.
There isn't one single picture that you pulled up of Johnny Depp where I was like, I don't like this hat.
I was
Oh,
gonna say I
no,
don't
what are you
mind the
talking
hat
about?
on him,
What do you?
but that's a different hat.
I like that hat.
That's a different
He
hat
pulls
to
it
me.
off. Johnny Depp is a man who can
Can I
pull that
see?
off. Is that Johnny Depp as well?
Yeah,
No way you like that hat.
That's a
dude.
He pulls it
different
off.
hat.
He pulls it off.
No, he doesn't. He looks like what?
I don't like that hat, but that and this are different hats.
Go back to the other
He's
one.
such a handsome man. He pulls it off.
I watched
bro.
a podcast with Dalia on it, and
Yeah.
he's like, he looks like someone's funky aunt. Like, he just looks like someone's like aunt. There's a
I
little-
got my phone. Obviously, we're filming with it right now.
On
But
it?
I gotta show you a picture after that.
Yeah.
Varsh and I, when we were at Niagara on the Lake, there's like a hat store there that we walked into.
lids.
It like no, it wasn't,
Lids.
it wasn't fucking lids.
I think I would have said it if it was.
And we were like walking around this hat store, and they had like a display that was like, "Hey, like Indiana Jones' Dial of Destiny's like coming out or whatever." So they had like Indiana Jones.
He's a
hats.
dumb hat.
I put it on, and I'm not gonna lie, I was this close to walking out of there
No,
with it.
thank
wish you
God.
did.
Did
I
she,
wish
you
did
liked
she
it.
persuade you out of it?
No, and she took a couple of pictures of me in it, and I'm like looking at we'll look at those pictures sometimes and be like,
Should have gone that hat.
should have got the hat. Should have fucking done it.
Can I be honest?
Please.
I haven't. I feel like I haven't sort of appreciated the true sort of.
Style of hats.
No. That's not where I'm trying to go with this. I haven't appreciated how handsome Johnny Depp is.
No.
Like, I
Dude, when he was in
seeing
the-
those pictures up close, like,
Yeah.
just seeing his sort of the symmetry of his face.
He's a
and
very
how
good
he
looking.
pulls off his goatee and everything.
It works, yeah.
It
He's a very
works.
good looking guy, and when you look at that picture of him from the '90s with the leather jacket, he's a twink. He's
stud.
delicious.
Yeah, twink.
He's
Is that twink?
twink.
I don't know what that
He's
means.
delicious.
But he looks.
What does twink mean, Matt?
Google it.
I like.
I'm
know
afraid to know the answer.
I know the
now.
ballpark, but I don't.
What is it?
we're
What's the
Googling
ballpark?
A lot. Like I think it's like a not like feminine man, but like something. Among gay men, a gay or bisexual young man with a slim build and youthful appearance. There we go.
So is that what you meant?
All I meant is he looks like a good looking guy.
He's a
dude.
stud.
He's a stud,
Yeah.
sure.
What was I gonna say before we got derailed with? Oh, do you understand now how he landed Amber Heard?
I
Because
don't
he's a
understand. To
good-looking
be
man.
quite frank, I don't understand how Amber Heard
She
landed him.
Yeah, that's true.
She's
She's,
But also-
she's attractive. Listen,
but also
she's
he's-
attractive,
and
but
I saw
he's
some video.
he's out of her league.
I
if
saw
I'm being
some
honest.
videos the
No,
other day
he's
online.
older than her now. He's really old now. He's like in his 50s or 60s. I think if he was younger, she would have never had a chance.
I saw some video the other day where it was like somebody basically talking because like I think it was fucking Elon Musk that like tweeted out that pic. I don't know if him and Amber Heard are like
Dating?
together
Are they
or
doing
something, but like I guess he tweeted out a picture of her dressed up as Mercy
Yeah. I saw
from
that.
Overwatch.
Oh
I saw
god.
that.
And she looks so good. And like I was some like Instagram video, and it was some guy talking, and he was like, "Listen, hear me out." He's like, by all accounts,
She's crazy.
she's crazy and a terrible person. But and he was just going on for like 30 seconds, but like she's so hot. And I was like, you know what? Like
I saw a video
I
of like the
understand.
voice of Mercy like roasting Amber Heard for that.
for dressing up.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, like I'm the voice of Mercy, and I can tell how like cheap and garbage your outfit is, or, like, your
Damn.
costume, or something along those lines."
Mm.
But,
Mercy taking shots.
But yeah, honestly, I never thought about it before, but
Johnny Depp's a good looking man.
I don't want to out sort of my sort of desires.
Inner
here.
homosexuality.
What?
You know what? Can we just throw out
No.
really quick? I mean, maybe we can make this a separate topic,
Mhm.
and if we can cut this out if we want to. But I want to talk about. I'm gonna make it a separate topic.
Yeah.
Sexy men.
Cosplay fantasies?
No, I'm gonna. We're gonna cut this out because I want it to be a surprise.
Sure.
But I'd like my next topic to be like.
Johnny Depp is a good looking man, and I feel like he fits into the Brad Pitt
Wait, restart your
category.
sentence. We got a bit of clap in that.
Johnny Depp is a good looking man, and I feel like he lands in the Brad Pitt category.
That's
Of, like,
crazy. I never
older-
thought about it.
Like older,
No, but him
kind
now?
of, but like
him, like,
stud.
It's him.
But him now, is he stuck? Can we get the most recent, like a recent pic of him?
Who?
Johnny Depp. Because I know
Some
Brad
of the
Pitt
ones we
now.
were just looking at.
Those were all recent?
Yeah.
Some of yeah.
Oh,
more
so he's a
recent.
stud.
But what I'm saying is like Johnny Depp was always
And I
like,
don't know how Amber Heard landed him.
Johnny Depp was like a traditionally like good looking guy.
Oh,
but
yeah.
he's one of those dudes that like again like Brad Pitt, who's always considered like a good looking guy, but like as they've gotten older,
Age like fine wine,
aged
baby.
like a fine
Dude,
wine.
you know who's in that group? We got Brad Pitt. We got
Ryan Gosling.
George Clooney.
Yes.
Ryan Gosling's still
Is he
quite
still young?
He's still in his 30s or 40s.
Gosling, I would
whatever.
consider.
I thought
Yeah,
he was in
still
his
on the
40s.
younger
He's not-
side.
I think you could throw.
Teen his 40s?
He might be, but I would still put him in like the middle.
Okay.
I think a lot of people. Who else would you throw in there?
But Clooney's good.
Hugh
Uh,
Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh
That's
Jackman,
right.
that
Silver.
guy doesn't get old. Fucking Paul Rudd,
Paul
was like
Rudd.
pushing mid 50s or some
That's
shit.
right.
And he
Jamie.
fucking still
Jamie
looks-
Foxx looks.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie
Looks still,
Fox,
dude.
bro.
Good looking.
Jamie Fox.
Do you see
yeah.
that the parent like people had another one of those conspiracies that they thought he's like been cloned or replaced or
Oh
whatever?
my
God.
Because he had that like
Dude.
health scare a few months ago,
Can you
and then
go-
he
can
put
you-
out that video where he's like, "Hey, it's me. Like, you know, thanks for all the support and everything." He's like, "I'm doing better now.
That's
I'm on
not
the
you.
recovery." And all these people were doing the shit where they're like breaking down the footage, and they're like, "That's not fucking Jamie Foxx, and it's somebody wearing a mask."
Can
and
you-
like all this crazy
Can you
shit.
Google Jamie Foxx's age? I think we're gonna be shocked. I think he's actually like 60.
Jamie Foxx?
No,
Yeah, I think
no,
so.
no.
Dude, I think he's late 50s, early 60s.
No.
Jamie Foxx
55.
is
That's
55.
wild,
Mid-50s,
dude.
that's-
Look at him.
He is.
That's him
quite
now?
He's quite a
He's a
handsome
good-looking
man.
man.
That's insane.
Oh, that's the video. That video of him where he looks like he's being held in like a fucking Russian internment camp, and he's like talking to the camera about how he's on the
Dude,
mend.
how good is he in Django too?
Oh
He is
my God.
amazing in Django.
But I'm trying to think. I don't know if he's necessarily ever
Leo?
been considered like. Yeah, Leo's getting up
Leo,
there too.
Leo, people don't really consider him handsome now because he's kind of like, he's getting a little
He's a
weight. He's
washed-up
older.
has-been. I'm kidding. I love
Washed
Leo.
up
I love
has-
Leo.
I think you definitely throw a Cillian Murphy in there. A lot of
Sure.
people like his kind of look.
I was gonna toss out like Denzel Washington, but I don't know if
yeah.
people have ever considered him like good looking.
Dude, are you
per
kidding
se.
me? People love Denzel.
But like, do people look at him and be like, "That's a sexy man"?
Yes.
I guess.
Yo, you know what I was? Sorry, I don't know why my mind was going to this, but I was watching an episode of How I Met Your Mother recently, and it was the episode where Lily's having sort of a dream about someone they know, like a sex dream. She's pregnant, and like Marshall's all angry about it, and they find out that it's Ranjit, like the cab driver,
Oh God.
And-
oh yeah.
and they're all confused. But Marshall goes, "Oh, I know what it is. You're just attracted to great dads." He's listing off great dads. He goes, Ranjit, Bill Cosby, and like a few others. And I'm wondering,
hilarious.
I'm wondering when
That was on purpose. That was a joke.
I don't think it
That
was
might
a
have
joke.
been before.
I think it was before because that's what
Really?
made
I
me
Met
want-
Your Mother was like early to mid 2000s.
It was early to mid 2000s.
But I thought the allegations came out around that time.
But that's what I'm wondering. When did the allegations come out? Because
the
that
Cosby shit was more like 2010.
I figured-
really, because that surprised me. I was like, really? They're saying this, and
I
there was no
figured-
laugh track. There was no indication that was a
Oh,
joke.
I
That's
see.
what I'm saying. Like,
I figured it-
would venture a guess that was like
A
serious
thing.
because
Yeah.
Bill Cosby was America's dad,
yeah.
so it's like that. Oof.
So while the legal claims against Mr. Cosby only recently gained traction in 2014,
There you go.
the case's history goes back. The earliest accusations against Cosby that saw open police involvement was made in 2005 for his alleged allegations on a January 2004 evening.
Okay, so I'm positive the episode aired after
Before that?
After 2005.
But
that particular because that's a later
even
season.
if people started going after him for stuff, then
It
it was
was
not
never,
like
like,
a
some-
public thing till
Okay.
like later
Yeah,
on. So
fair.
yeah, that for sure is like a That's not like a How I Met Your Mother joke. That's like a legitimate.
That's like a legit like
Bill Cosby,
great
right?
dad,
like
yeah.
a great dad.
Man, the amount
Oh,
of
Bill.
stuff, the amount of stuff he was accused of. 60 women accused Cosby of multiple counts of rape, drug-facilitated sexual assault, sexual battery, child sexual abuse,
Oh my
sexual
God.
misconduct. And you know what's interesting about him too? He was a part of he was with a lot of like popular stand-up comics when they were all coming up together, and a lot of people said that they didn't like how he was like only clean. His comedy was super clean. No swearing, no like sexual jokes, no nothing. Like, and people were kind of off put by that. Like, you're not being real. Like, something's like a facade's going on here. And then when that came out, a lot of people were like, I felt like something was weird because like I don't like comics that are like super clean. Or it's
So
interesting.
by that logic, do you think there's something going on with Jerry?
Jerry Seinfeld is clean-ish, but he swears and he like makes sexual innuendo jokes. But like I think because Cosby was on like a kids show, I guess, or the Cosby Show was like for families. He was like I don't even think he was referring to things like that.
True.
Anyway, well,
That
we
took
kind
a
of
turn.
yeah, we kind of went off the rails.
Your topics usually take
Bill
turns.
Cosby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my
What were we
trademark,
talking
and I
about
like it.
before? Oh, just like the good-looking men of the world, and Edward Norton, perhaps.
Possibly. I think a lot of people might not be on that way. On Oscar
My
Isaac.
mom definitely has a crush on Edward Norton.
What about an Oscar Isaac?
Oscar Isaac,
young?
but I would put him more in like a younger category.
What about Robert Downey?
Robert Downey for sure. Tom
Yeah.
Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Definitely still attractive to many people.
Tom Cruise.
I think Tom Cruise has gotten better than he was
the problem.
younger.
The problem is just the height. That's the only thing.
Ain't that the truth?
Um,
No, because like if you look at Tom Cruise and like when we watched the first Top Gun, and then he's got like he hadn't done like
You're
the
right.
two
Unibrows.
thing yet, and he's also
yeah.
got like the fucking unibrow going. It's like, what are you doing, Tom?
Yeah.
And then you
what
look
was
at
up
him
with that?
now and like the Top Gun Maverick, it's like that's my guy.
He's got some wrinkles too, and it like makes him look like worldly and.
Yeah. He looks homely.
It's homely. Yeah, and he's drinking all that fucking baby blood to stay that youthful and do all these fucking stunts.
Jesus.
Anyways,
All right, everybody.
Side comment.
anyways, well, this has been yet another
This has been a fun episode of Wildly Adequate.
of Wildly Adequate. Oh, Malcolm's not here again.
Oh, that's why it was fun.
Whoa.
Well, maybe he'll be back next week. We'll see what happens. We're still
Maybe.
figuring out
Maybe,
our
maybe not.
recording schedule. Please like, share, subscribe. Check us out everywhere. Check out the socials. By the way, we get like 80 views on a YouTube video, which is nothing, but we get like 80 views and have 40 subscribers or whatever the fuck. So what's up with that?
You know what?
What's up?
You know what's confusing to me?
Subscribe.
We get like 1,000+ views on our social media posts, and not many people comment.
Yeah,
Comment,
there's
please.
another thing. If you're on Instagram and you're one of the 1,000 idiots watching our social posts, turn this into a social post, Patrick. Click the link. It's right there. Check it out. Idiot. Anyways.
I can get that done for you.
Okay, thank you. Let's go around the horn here. Anybody want to get anything else off their chest really quickly?
Not
before we
really.
go?
You know what I really want to do?
Yeah.
I was meaning to do this earlier today.
Mm.
What?
It's 12:10, dude.
Mhm.
Jesus. Okay, let's wrap this up quickly. I was just gonna say I want to search up the cast of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and see what Carlton's up to right now. Mark.
Okay.
I don't care to know what Carlton's up to.
Was
but-
he the one that sued Fortnite?
Oh God.
Carlton
for the
sued
dance.
Fortnite.
Yeah. Like,
That's
you know,
so
like
sad, bro.
That was never his thing.
No.
Snap.
No. He was suing them because there's a dance in Fortnite where they do the Carlton dance, like the swing.
Oh, I
that would
thought
make
it
more
was
Not
the
on
main
you.
Fortnite
No,
dance. Oh, yeah, maybe that's what it is. Yeah,
It's
that
definitely
might
that's
be it.
definitely what it is. From someone who clearly hasn't watched the show.
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
what
that's
it
so
is.
sad that certain actors they had like a big break and they never. I don't think he did much after that. So the fact that he feels like he has to do that is sad. And a lot of people are doing like. Even like the baby from Nirvana's cover, the album cover, was like trying to sue them
like
for being
for like defamation
like,
and
you're not
like it
doing
like
too
ruined
well,
my
dude.
life, and I was like,
All right,
ruined
dude.
your life. I was
Nobody
like,
knows who it is.
I didn't know who you were till you said
Spoke up.
I'm the baby from the Nirvana
Yeah.
album. Like whoever would have looked at that guy and been like, hey.
And
Like
also,
a
and also
50-year-old
no one
man.
cares.
Wait a minute.
how often does that guy get stopped on the
Stops.
street?
Yeah.
Yeah, and also no one cares.
Yeah, wait.
No one
Can you get naked and float in a pool for me?
They're like, that's the guy.
Dope album. Never mind.
So what was your? Is that it?
I have nothing to say. I'm tired.
okay.
I'd like to go home.
Okay, cool.
I have also nothing really much to say. I guess that's it. I guess that's our show.
Bye.
Right.
Thank you, everybody.